Trigger warning, this episode contains sensitive and possibly triggering material. We have a conversation about sexual assault and pedophilia. If any of these topics may trigger unwanted memories or make you uncomfortable, you can skip to 21 minutes. Thank you for understanding.
But what was I gonna say? I'm Sasha.
I'm So.
And we were in a band together, and we're making this podcast. Wait, our band broke up. No. See, this is why I read it. I told you about this. So, me and Sol's band broke up, and we're making a podcast to cope with it.
Yes,
that wasn't embarrassing.
We're gonna record a song and we're gonna put it as the intro to our podcast.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I understand why you... Well, no, I don't understand why you still forget that. It's fucking insane to me.
Listen. It's just... Like, I have the concept it's perfectly in my head, but, like, the exact wording of it,
mate.
I don't know why. Like, I've gotten worse with wording since I started writing lyrics. Like, it's gotten worse.
Fair.
Not
fair.
better.
And the thing is...
Because I guess I'm getting used to reading them off.
You don't have to do the exact words every time. I mean, it's nice, but it just reminds me of that... I don't know if you've ever seen, like, Flash or Arrow or anything like that, but, like, at the start of every episode, it's like, my name's Oliver Queen. My dad died, and I swore to him that I'd protect this city. And it's like at the start of every episode. That's the intro.
Yeah, I've seen that a bit of that show. Yeah. I think we should stop mentioning Minecraft in the intro.
Yeah, sure. But for one final, I think one last time, I just have to say it. Minecraft is dead. We're very sorry from the bottom of our hearts, but it is gone. Also, I apologise for my grainy video. For some reason, Apple didn't seem to want to invest in good cameras for their Mac computers. But there you go. That's how the world rolls. I've had to improvise because obviously, last episode, I didn't have any video at all, so at least it's a fucking step up from that. Am I right? Yeah. So, what's the next segment? Oh, stuff that's happened with our bands. Sasha, do you want to go first? Because I've got a spicy subject to talk about.
Like, with our bands or with bands that we like?
Well, no, like bands that we listen to, okay? You should know the structure at this point, at least, mate. You wrote it.
I forgot things. You know this by now.
I do. Go on.
Nothing. I got nothing.
What about what you sent me earlier?
That was really fun. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Enter Shikari was doing, it's like an online, it's like, not band practice, but like a mini concert at their own homes. Like, and I don't know how they recorded it. They probably recorded part by part and put it in like a session, like a DAW session. But,
You're frozen. This isn't fun. Oh! Sasha's internet's gone. And cut back to when they're back in the room, mate. Right, we've cut back to this point. Sasha's Wi-Fi went a bit fucking weird, but we're back now. And what was you saying, Sasha, about
Shikari.
Shikari.
Hey. My mother just came home. Yeah, we're in the middle of an episode. I'm gonna close the door.
Yeah, maybe not the best idea to keep your door open in the middle of a fucking
episode.
episode.
My mom was coming in like an hour, so.
Keeping this in, mate. Keeping this in. What? This is fine. This is a beautiful moment. Yeah, it's fine.
Incredible.
It's life. Yeah.
It's life. It's real moments. Oh. As if people that listen to this don't like get enough of me.
You're getting realness on the Anima Within podcast.
As if I were famous and I didn't show realness. Right? Like,
yeah.
But like, anyway. So, Shikari put out, only two? No, maybe more, but, if not, I didn't see those. They did Satellites, which is off their new album, which I never realized, I think it's about, like, just LGBTQ, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like, just, like, that kind of that kind of subject, and I didn't notice at first the first time I listened to the song, but now that I listened to it on that thing, I guess I could hear the vocals clearer, and I think it is, and it's really cool. Not cool, and they also did Anesthetist, which is one of my all-time favorite Shikari tracks. Sick track.
Right.
Crazy, and the performance is great. Anyway, go to look at Shikari's Instagram if you want to find those. There's the IGTV things. Anyway, on to you. You have some more.
I have some spicy news, boys. Basically, idols. That's per usual. Idols. I think we've done that idols thing like a few times in the episodes now. Every time, mate. Every time. But yeah. So idols released a new single from their third album. Very exciting. It's called Mr. Motivator. It's fucking sick.
It's really good.
It's fucking sick.
And you get really mad when I say that it has kind of country-ish twang.
I don't get mad. No, I never got mad. I just don't hear it. Like, it's not like, oh, what the fuck? You're trying to hear things out there. No, I'm just like, I don't hear it, but fair enough.
It's just the tone. It's
yeah,
just the Telecaster bridge tone.
Yeah, fair enough. But, oh, it's so good. So good. Great lyrics as well. They're like cheesy lyrics, but they really work. How do you like them? Cliche. Like, oh, so good. Mm-hmm. And then I think my favorite part in the song is...
I got a lot of Joe sass.
Joe sass.
Very sassy.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
Way more than other tracks where he's more punk. Like, he's like, he has that vibe.
Yeah.
Here he's, like, sassy, you know?
Yeah, it's true. But that's, I think you get that a lot if you, like, watch his live shows. He's very sassy in between songs and stuff.
Yeah.
And
but on the songs he's
on the actual songs,
you know,
yeah. But it's a fucking tune. We're gonna put in a little clip because I can't help myself, and yeah, it's just really good. Idols, please don't claim us, because I'm showing you as much love as I can. It's genuinely a fucking tune.
Okay, Saul, ready for the big questions?
Wait 1 second.
No, I'm not waiting.
Wait, Sasha, stop. Here's a clip. Okay, ask me the big questions now. What was your big ass questions you wanted to ask?
Okay, my question.
Yeah.
Was, if you were to marry one of them.
Okay.
Kill two of them. There's 5 of them, right?
There's 5 of them.
Wear one of them as a shirt. And hook up with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the options.
Okay.
I was like, wait, what am I gonna do for the?
Pretty good options. What do you mean by wear one of them as a shirt? As in have them on my shirt or just?
No. Like kill them and like make them like a.
Fucking hell.
I'm joking.
Mate.
But like, no, but like wear their essence.
Their
like
essence.
If you were to, that's what I meant. But like I wanted to riddle it with something weird and stupid.
Okay.
Like be them.
Be them. Okay, very interesting. I'd marry Dev, because he's a fucking sweetheart. I've met Dev, and he's just so nice. And I can confirm for a fact that he's a sweetheart. I'd hook up with Bowen, because I think he's pretty hot. I think he's the hottest out of the lot, I'd say.
No, but whatever.
I know you say Lee, but shush.
Lee is like cute. Like he's genuinely cute.
But Bowen... Okay,
He's really cute.
I know. Unfortunately, I'd kill John, the drummer. Even though I love John, He's a legend.
Wait, are you gonna kill Lee too?
I'm gonna kill Lee, I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill Lee and I'm gonna kill John. I'm gonna wear Joe as my essence. I'm very, yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Makes sense
for
to you,
you.
doesn't it? For me, yeah. Yeah, it does make sense for me. I love Lee. I've met him twice and he is a lovely human being. And I haven't met John, but from what I gather, he is also a very wholesome, lovely human being. But you've forced my hand. You've made me pick. So those are my choices.
Find that impossible to do with any of my bands. Yeah, most of them.
Sorry, it just came to me.
I I hate to say that this is one of my favorite bands, but because I haven't listened to them in years because I can't stand them as human beings, but I would kill every one of... No, I wouldn't actually kill them. But, like, on the actual rating scale of people on this game, for the band Brand New, they can all die.
I don't even know that band, you never mentioned them, but okay. Sure.
They just were I think they covered up the lead singer's, like pedophilia and rape
mate.
kind of shit.
That's never good.
That's never good. And I don't just call them I never add them to my favorite bands. Like at most when I mention them, I just mention their last album before they broke up, Science Fiction, which is just so good.
Right.
But yeah, trash human beings. I don't listen to the album because I don't want to give them any kind of musical.
It's an interesting concept. That is, should you listen to music
or support in any way
that is made by fucking shitty human beings? The one that's come up most recently, quite a lot, which I find quite interesting, is the Michael Jackson kind of thing, where it came out that he's a paedophile and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not, listen, I know there's lots of people out there that are saying that he's not, that there's not enough evidence. In my opinion, I think there is enough evidence. I think it is quite conclusive, but I'm not gonna say for absolute sure that he was a paedophile, just so I don't get fucking lynched. But you know, there's quite a big debate about whether you should listen to his music. I say sure, why not? Fuck it, I don't care. I
think
it's different for artists.
I don't think you're a bad person for listening to anyone like that.
Yeah.
I think you need to know your own values, and I think that's something that came up pretty recently at we call it coaching. It's kind of like therapy. Sessions, and I actually have it here. I think I talked about it last podcast about your values, and if you have a set of values that you have very solid, you have to no, you don't have to, but you have to have that in your mind before you do something. Like you have to know how you treat this situation, and if you can replicate that to everything else that is in that realm of things. I don't know if that's a good explanation, but treat every situation equally, treat it with an equal amount of care as other kinds of situations. So,
yeah, of course. I think
so.
What I was going to say was I think it is different for artists that have since passed away. Because you're not giving them the support, you're giving their family the support, I suppose.
But then again, I don't want to give Michael Jackson's family support. But
it's true. That's true. The thing is, it depends. It always depends. There's loads of variables when it comes to these kind of things.
You're also enriching people that made money off that artist, and that were fine with that artist being they were, because everyone knows. I'm sure that maybe not publicly, but in that realm of fame, I'm sure stuff goes around.
Yeah, and that's what always happens is something comes out and people come out and go, yeah, I fucking knew about this. You know, it usually happens with that kind of thing. I know you're not really familiar with the whole Jimmy Savile kind of scandal over in the UK, but he was
isn't that presenter?
Yeah, he was a very popular children's entertainer and presenter. He did a lot of charity for children. hospitalized children, all that kind of stuff. And then it came out, not that recently, but I think 2010 or 11 or so, that he was a massive paedophile. When he used to like do children's hospitals visits, he used to kind of, and also he was a necrophiliac. There's just loads of really kind of fucked up stuff about this guy that came out. He was a notorious fucking paedophile. Like, it was pretty heavy shit. By the way, we're going to put a trigger warning at the start of this because I don't want to kind of bring back any really bad memories for anyone. Obviously.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Also, insert the clip of Saul saying that you're into necrophilia or something like that from Weebs Will Be Weebs.
What?
Do you remember that?
I've since lost the video, but I do remember it. Okay, right. Send me that whenever. Oh.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Saul? What?
A lot of things.
What?
Mostly necrophilia.
Wow.
What? And a severe cocaine addiction.
The joke's done, Saul. It's done. You can be finished with the cocaine joke.
See, Sasha thinks I'm joking. No more.
Okay, please leave.
But yeah, no, it is quite interesting to see people's reactions. I don't know. It is quite. Again, it's an interesting debate. It's an interesting thing to talk about. Whether you should kind of, for example, I remember Anna when the whole thing with Kevin Spacey. We mentioned this before in the podcast, and you didn't know who Kevin Spacey was.
No.
He was a pretty big actor and a pretty fucking good actor as well, like a really good actor. And it came out that he'd done stuff with underage boys and stuff like that, and kind of non-consensual things. You know, it wasn't. I mean, not that it matters, but it wasn't like children. It was mostly like 15, 16-year-olds.
I mean,
not. It doesn't matter, but you know, I think there is a certain difference.
There is like a kind of. I mean, there is a gray spot in the overage underage thing, because I wouldn't consider, like, obviously a 19 or 20-year-old dating someone that's just under the underage. I wouldn't I don't think, in my opinion, I wouldn't call that pedophilia or anything like that.
But at the
Because,
same time, Kevin Spacey, he sexually assaulted these boys, so it was very different.
No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking
No,
about,
obviously,
like,
I know. I understand that. Don't worry. I know you're not. You're not You're not saying that sexual assault is okay. Yeah, with consent, of course.
Also, how old was Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, it depends because obviously he's done it for quite a few years. Right now, I'd say he's in his 50s or 60s, but in his prime, I think he was probably in his 30s or so.
That's still.
Yeah, it's still kind of, but the thing is, Anna used to say that she wouldn't watch any Kevin Spacey films because she didn't want to give him any money, just like you're saying. And for me, that was quite hard because so many films that I hold so close to my heart, they're fucking amazing films. Baby Driver. There's also The Usual Suspects, American Beauty. So many.
You know what I might do? I might. I'm trying to work away. I might go to like a record store, and if they have that album, science fiction, I might get the record and pay them €5 more to not buy as in if they're gonna buy a batch of 5 more records of that record, just to buy 4 of them, and I'll give them like the money not to buy it.
Very interesting. Fucking yeah.
I don't
fucking
know
big,
if that were actually
big brain shit right there. Big brain shit. But yeah, it was quite hard for me not to watch some Kevin Spacey films because they're they're important films to me that I've grown to love, and then this has come out and I'm like, fuck. Well, that's fucked it for me. But the thing is
luckily enough, I'm not very into films.
Yeah.
As you could see on the RadOnes episode, I listed my favorite films.
the unlucky thing about this as well is that he's such a good actor that even when you're watching him, well, I don't know if it's unlucky or lucky, that when you're watching him, you're not thinking about it because he's such a good actor that it's just kind of like you're seeing the character, not Kevin Spacey as an actor. So I don't know. It's quite blurred. That kind of it's a grey area, as you say.
I've been listening to a podcast which is Office Ladies, which is unrelated, obviously, but
Yes.
I've been actually getting in, like as in I've been starting to understand what, like, kind of words and kind of descriptions people use for acting and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Because I was never a big movie person. I'm gonna open my window because it's getting so hot in here. Also, I was just eating those
fucking hot
breadsticks, which is basically my dinner. So I'm sorry if you had to hear that, or try and get it out. Anyway, try. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, that podcast has been getting me into that. It's basically two of the main actors, Angela, who has the same name in the show, and I think it's Angela Kinsey, which is the real person, and Angela Martin, that's not the real person. And then Jenna, who plays Pam, who do this podcast, which is and they kind of analyze each episode, every single episode of the 9 seasons with a I think it's 20 episodes per season on average.
Fucking hell, they've had a hard time letting go, haven't they? They have not got much of a career after The Office. Fucking hell.
No, they do. They definitely do.
I'm joking.
I mean, obviously, their most recognizable roles is The Office.
Absolutely.
I mean, they were 9 seasons, and it's the biggest. It's by far the biggest show on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fun fact: the American Office is not on UK Netflix.
Oh, really? I think the UK Office is on the American Netflix.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but
that's too bad. But there is a website that you can watch it. I watch it on Netflix, but with a VPN. But anyway, let's stop talking about this. Who are we having on?
We're having Alex Kramskaya. She's an old friend from my ultra private school. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Explain to you how fucking awful it was there, Sasha. And
Was it that bad?
It wasn't that bad, but it had a similar effect on both of us. We've talked about it in the past. The school itself wasn't that bad, but it did have a negative effect on us, on our mental health, in a very similar way. So we kind of bonded over that as well. But yeah, we're gonna have her on. I should probably I'm gonna text her now and get her on. Because
while we're doing that, we have to do our. Well, I don't have much. I have some to say, but I don't have. But I can. The stuff that we've been doing.
Sorry. I'm gonna. We'll get her on in a second. But fucking
let's do that.
What have you been up to, mate?
I don't. Oh, I haven't shown you yet. Oh man. Okay. So, I put. I mean, it's not big, but it means a lot to me. So I had for the first Reservoir album, which is not out yet. It's not even recorded yet. Like the drum, we'll re-record it all. I have all of the demos though. I put up one of those think boards, right? Remember we're not sponsored by Thinkboard.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Thinkboard. Yeah.
And I put the second one on. Reservoir
there's
2.
a second one.
Can you see Reservoir 2 on there?
I can see Reservoir 2 on there, mate, yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I have one song for Reservoir 2, which is the one I've been working on. Well, I haven't worked on music in 2 days. Can you believe that? I haven't touched a DAW. I haven't touched Reaper in 2 days.
Are you okay, mate? Are you okay?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of feel liberated in a way. I feel kind of good. I've been talking to some friends. Good. I'm gonna get back on that shit.
Get back on that.
yesterday I came up with this little riff on acoustic.
Oh, I love the bass notes in there.
Yeah.
Sound fucking great, yeah. Okay, we get the gist of it. Put the guitar down now.
I don't know. I like the groove of it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I didn't
By the
play
way,
it
I
on
don't. We haven't put a clip in at all of the song that you've most recently been working on and completing.
Yes,
in the podcast.
I could put that in, or
You
I
could put that in,
because
or you
I'm
might not. You might want to save it. You might want to save it. Keep the people fucking wanting it. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I want to still work on it, kind of, because this is a weird song. Like, it has breakdowns, it has math rock, it has reggaeton.
It does. Fuck.
It has... Wait, did I tell you this? It has Spanish lyrics.
You didn't tell me that. That's amazing.
Which is, like, something I've, like, said that, like, I probably would never do.
Yeah,
But
you know, I've
just-
done that as well.
Yeah.
I've rapped in Spanish on a song.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
even
not. There's no
crazier.
recordings of it, but I'm sure. Well, actually, I might be able to source one. I performed
Like a
it in front of
concert?
Dev from Idols.
Right. Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, no, that's better, though. Like, as in, if you're doing it in front of a crowd that generally doesn't really understand, well, maybe understands.
Well,
kind of
there
basic
was
level of
half the
Spanish.
song. Half the song was in English and half the song was in Spanish, and then there was
That's cool. I literally only have, like, 2 parts in Spanish.
Then there was a breakdown, and then there was like a
I feel
speed
like
up
I'm ripping
bit.
you off accidentally.
Yeah, I know, but you haven't even heard the song, but yeah, we never actually recorded it, but it was good. It was good stuff. It was a good song actually. It was about like silent racism, like as in racism that's not like fucking people being overtly racist and very, you know.
That's most of racism. Right
Yeah,
now.
I know, but it was about, you know, racism as in, for example, in Spain, there's no black policemen or doctors or lawyers or like, you know, just kind of
There's very little like black people generally like that. I
Yeah,
see
there's
in this
very little
podcast,
black
I don't know.
culture. It's
kinda
but
sad.
it is very sad. Yeah, it is.
But yeah,
So you've gone reggaeton like all in, mate, haven't you? With the Spanish
Not
lyrics
really.
and everything.
No, like, but like, it's literally just the rhythm, the dum da da da. I have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
on acoustic guitars. There's no drums to that part.
Yeah, yeah.
And I changed it up from since you listened to it. But the only parts with Spanish lyrics are the intro and the outro.
Okay.
The
got you.
outro is after a breakdown, a really heavy breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as in, like, screaming, but like the heaviest, like, not the low kind of like vibey screams, like the like from like you know the run
I know them.
screams.
I know them. Yeah.
But like they're really aggro and they're
Right.
really like. I
Got
don't
you.
know. I'm really proud of those.
Good.
But after that breakdown, I have that little break, which is literally just those 2 guitars doing da-da-da, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
record the Spanish, the same line from the intro on the outro to kind of conclude. the
Lovely.
song.
Nice.
Yes.
Good.
I'm
Yeah.
I didn't realize how fast I just chugged that down. I drink way too fast.
Not really. It took you about 20 minutes
no,
to drink
but-
it.
No, I took way less. Like I finished that like in the first like 5 or 10 minutes of that.
Oh,
So
fair.
oh yeah, on that topic, the first time I was actually kind of drunk, well, the only time I've ever actually been drunk was at a wine tasting with my mom at Camellia, where I did not understand what like a wine. 1 minute, let me just explain this. I did not understand what the concept of actual wine tasting was. So every time they handed me a glass, like 3/4 of what you'd normally get of wine, I just drank the whole glass.
Because you're supposed to spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just supposed to have a little sip. Not I literally drank the whole glass. It was like, it was a good like that much of wine per glass. And it was like I drank 6 of them till I was told that I didn't have to I wasn't supposed to drink the whole glass, and
I
my
was-
mom was like a whole. Wait,
I was
what
supposed to
what are
be
you
there
doing?
as well. I was
Yeah, I
supposed to be
remember
there,
that, yeah.
but I
remember.
wasn't able to. I think I had like I think I was at a party at Anna's or something, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I was meant to be there because I was working in comedy at that point. But yeah, just because I want to get Alex on soon, I'm just gonna quickly go through what I've been doing musically. At the moment, I'm working on a cover of Sunday Morning by the Velvet Underground. I'm trying to make it into trip hop, like How Do You Sleep? I'm trying to make that work because it's something that my teacher in BIM told me to do. I was like, okay.
Specifically
And then-
trip hop or just a cover of it in a different genre.
No, specifically trip hop. And then also I am doing a Facebook Live thing with BIM on Sunday, this Sunday, so it'll have already happened when this episode comes out. But I'm doing a Facebook Live thing where I have to play like 2 songs or 3 songs.
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good fun.
Tomorrow I'm doing an event for Gramophonia. I don't know if I told you.
Oh
about
yeah, I saw that. So we're both doing little events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an acoustic set, but again, this will already have been done. I might download the live video and put it on my Instagram. That might be
Yeah, that
nice.
could be cool. Download the live video and maybe we'll put it in here.
I haven't
just a
prepared
little-
anything. I haven't
Yeah.
I need to get together what I'm gonna do for like.
That's what I'm doing. That's my plan for tomorrow. Is I need to kind of get my shit together for this thing
but
on
my
Sunday.
thing is tomorrow.
Yeah, I
I
know.
have to sort out a way that I'm gonna acousticize all of these
Acousticize.
weird ass. All of these weird. How am I gonna do
All of them?
the Great Convention? Well, yeah, it's supposed to be like 40 minutes, isn't it?
Fucking hell! I've got like 10-15 minute slot to fill, but
Yeah, I wish I was that, but like mine
Yeah.
is like a good. You know.
yeah.
So how
Okay.
how am I gonna fucking do hype, and how am I gonna do the Great Convention?
What time is it tomorrow? I'll help you if you want.
7. You can.
Okay,
help me,
yeah.
Please do.
I can. Yeah, I'll try and help you. I'll sort my own thing out first, and then I'll help you.
Yeah,
Anyway,
totally.
we should get Alex on because I said to her that I'd contact her about 15:15, and it's now 21 past. So.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get Alex on now, and hopefully you like her in that. If not, send her loads of hate. Please don't. That's a joke. That's a joke. We're gonna have on our next guest now, so please welcome to the show.
Alex Kramskaya.
We've got Alex Kramskaya on the podcast.
Yep.
Hello, Alex.
What's up?
Yo yo yo.
Yo.
Alright.
Yeah, I just contacted Alex today because we didn't have a guest, so it was very last minute. But welcome,
Hi.
hello.
Hello.
There you go. For context, I've already mentioned this a second before, but Alex is someone I met in my old school, British School of Barcelona. Yeah, and yeah, she's a well, not an old friend, but an oldish friend.
Yeah. Like a medium, like a straight up medium.
Yeah, basically.
So would you call us medium friend, like medium long?
I'd
like,
call you an old friend because we met proper. The first time we met, I was like,
But it was 2018.
fucking, like,
that was like 2
10.
years ago.
no, I was like,
oh yeah,
10.
but that's not. Yeah, but that's not meeting. That was like kind like
Was it not 2017 when we started the band?
no. Yeah, I mean you texted me in 2017.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm sorry. We should have done this before we had you on. But
That's alright, that's alright.
But 2018 we
Right.
started the band.
Got you.
So
But yeah, I think we're gonna talk a little bit about fucking BSB, and I think it has to be
Fucking
said. It has to
BSB.
be said. Fucking BSB,
Fucking.
yeah.
Jeez.
you're making me put the explicit sign on the podcast.
So Sasha doesn't really know anything about BSB and all that kind of.
I know a lot of people though.
Well,
I know a lot of the people.
Oh yeah, because you've met Anna and all that kind of stuff. All that kind
No,
of
but
good shit.
because of Anna's birthday party. Just because
Yeah,
I
Anna's
was
birthday
there.
party was there, so you met quite a few people from BSB. But yeah, we're just gonna talk because I think we've talked about this before. We had quite a similar experience when it came to
oof.
BSB, didn't we?
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't look very pleased.
That was no,
Yeah.
no, we're not. Not really.
No, it wasn't a good experience, really.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a fun thing. I think we
Wait,
felt
well, you have.
quite
You're not
isolated.
gonna. Are you gonna have to bleep out the name of that school, or is it like?
No, it's fine.
Is
We
it,
can
like,
talk about
chill?
fucking.
It's fine.
It's chill.
Well, I'm not.
I mean,
gonna,
actually-
it's your.
I mean,
You're
I don't
gonna
know.
edit it.
Cognita might fucking hire some hitmen and like come for us.
That's fine. That's we've discussed the
'cause-
intricacies of the hitman. It's fine. Like,
It's true.
you know.
Basically, the thing with BSB, Sasha, is that it's basically run by a business called Cognita, which is something that I don't
okay, I
like
thought it
about
was
BSB
someone.
because it's run like a business.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, but I think we both kind of felt very isolated in BSB, and
Yeah.
that didn't turn out well for us. But at the time we didn't, because we knew each other at the time, but we didn't know that we were kind of sharing that experience, you know?
Yeah, dude. Like, I think that's the thing. I mean, when you said it didn't work out well for us, like, we just both dropped out of that school, like, hella quick. We were there I was there for a lot longer. I was there for a lot, because I remember I met you, I was in the music room, like, in the practice rooms, because we got practice rooms in our school, and I was playing, like...
That's pretty cool. I'm just
That
gonna
is,
say
yeah.
that. You may diss it, but that's pretty chill.
That is pretty sick, yeah. But I was playing something from, like, Rick and Morty, like, this really depressing song, like, For the Damage.
The Damaged Coda. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Damaged Coda.
I was playing that, and you walked in, and you were like, is that from Rick and Morty? And, like, that was exactly how
Wait.
we met.
You
true.
Saul, I think Saul told me that you play drums, or what
As
do you
well,
play?
yeah.
Yeah, I played drums, but, like, nowhere near... I remember you had a guest on, like, 2 episodes ago who, like, straight up was, like, playing the drums. Like, not like that. Like, just for fun. For bands.
Oh, wait, was that Fernando, or was that
Javi.
was okay? But
I think
like,
it was Fernando.
Fernando was playing. No,
Yeah,
but Fernando
yeah.
was actually playing the drums. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's why. I was like, I saw that, and I was like, well, Jesus. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
that's
don't play like
that's the
that.
drummer in my band.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sick.
Yep. Follow us, Reservoir Band, on Instagram.
Fucking plugging the band.
Why not?
But you remember Javi. We had Javi on as well from BSB, and I'm sure you
Dude, yeah.
remember him as well.
Yeah,
Fucking-
Javi.
legend. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and Archie as well, and all
what
that
else do you
stuff.
play?
Me? Bah. Like everything, but like to a shitty extent, man. Like the ukulele
Yeah,
and
but
the
that's
guitar.
better than one thing.
Is it? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's right.
I think so.
I think
I
I'm
mean-
gonna side with Alex on this one, even though it kind of puts her down a little bit. I'm gonna side with Alex and say it's better to play one
I
instrument
prefer-
really well than
Right.
play.
I mean, like, depends
lots of instruments.
the degree of how bad it is. Like, as in, but I'd prefer to just know like 10 chords on guitar, and know like how to play a good beat on drums, and how to play sax, kind of how to
Right.
play, how to sing pretty well, than my level of guitar alone.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah,
But
I don't know. I think that like, dude, I feel like being mediocre at music overall, it's just like it's kind of useless, because then it's like I can kind of play, but then it's also a bit like if I don't practice, which is hard because I don't have drums at home, so I have to go to a place which is now lockdown
Yeah.
because of quarantine. Like
That
I
sucks.
haven't drummed in ages, but like I remember I'd be drumming and you guys would come in to rehearse around the same time in BSB.
Yeah.
That was like a whole time.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing with Polly, with your band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Polly. We mentioned Polly previously on the podcast. Yeah, it was. But the thing is, you're a good fucking drummer. There's obviously some kind of technical skills that you lack because you've kind of self-taught and all that. But you're a good drummer. You've got all the notes. I think it's some of the kind of the feel that's a bit lacking. But that's just practice, And I reckon you're a
Yeah.
lot better than when I knew you. What was that, a year ago?
Year or
You
two.
know?
Did you stay on? Did you stay on after I left, or did we leave around the same time?
I did.
'Cause
No, you left the second year. I was there for most of the second year, and I left for the last 3 months, I think.
right. I mean,
I found my fidget toy.
he's found. What is that?
Big fun.
It's a Lego.
Nice.
Star Wars
Star
thing.
Wars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lovely.
sick. Love that. Great.
Sick.
Oh, I can
Oh.
shoot things. One minute. Let me just shoot you guys.
Oh, that's violence isn't the answer, mate. Violence isn't the answer. I'm not gonna lie.
1 minute. Where's the little thing? Fuck! I lost it. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, that's permanently lost. Oh wait, no, it's over there. Okay, go on talking. I can hear you. You're on my headphones.
So technically, both of you guys are actually called Sasha. Technically.
We are,
Because
yeah.
you're Sasha.
Oh, really?
And obviously, yeah, because Alex has some Russian descendants.
They're all
or basically
Russian
both of
descendants,
her
quite
parents-
frankly.
Yeah, both of your parents are Russian. You speak very fucking
Yeah.
good English. But yeah, so your Russian name would technically be Sasha, wouldn't it? I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no Russian descendants.
You don't?
And I am very technically called Sasha.
Right. Well, I mean, mate, fair enough, yeah. I mean, I'm not legally called Sasha, but, like, on the occasion, people, if like, you're in a Russian crowd, yeah, you're basically just, like, your name switches. You get renamed to Sasha in any Russian situation.
Oh, okay.
Which is, yeah.
Yeah.
Would I? In what case would I be called Alex or Alex or however?
I mean, usually
Would that ever happen?
Usually with people called Alex who are Russian, they just kind of make that decision themselves if they want to name themselves Alex or Sasha, because I know a lot of Alexandras who go by Sasha. It just depends on what you want, man. Like, for me,
Right.
it's just when I'm around my grandparents, they call me Sasha just because they don't speak any English, and Alex isn't
Fair enough.
easy
Yeah.
to say in a Russian accent.
Right. But I'm guessing some people might just assume that you're being like, maybe if you're being nice and professional in the environment that you kind of meet, they might just accidentally call you, maybe? I don't know.
They might. Honestly, I don't know. Like, for a lot of people, it's their choice, and then, like, I just kind of go with it. I don't really care. Like, quite frankly.
Fair
the only
enough.
thing I hate is Alexandra, because that just sounds kind of, like, uppity and sad.
I think of when I think of Alexandra, I only think of the Alexandra Palace and
Yeah, Ali
that-
Pali.
yeah, I just like the concerts that go on there. I'm gonna close my
I'm sorry.
Idols, like idols.
Oh, yeah,
like
there we go.
architects.
Wait, Ali Pali, please enlighten me. I don't know.
It's
it's-
a venue in London.
All
It's a
right.
very big venue. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Well,
yeah,
it's not the biggest, but it's like
That's not
Is
the
it?
biggest. I don't know. It might be.
can feel it.
I'm not sure. All I know is that Idols played there. Fucking that's all I
Yeah.
know.
That's fair enough, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Did I wait?
Yeah,
I'm wondering here. I'm speculating. Did I introduce you to Idols, Alex?
Yeah, you did. I think it's just because I saw on your Insta one day and I was like, yeah, all right, I'll listen to that then. So then I just
it's
did.
good. It's good, isn't it?
It's really good, man. Like, I didn't get into all that entire genre up until I listened to Idols, and now I kind of really like it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent you a fucking massive list of post-punk artists because you requested it on
I did-
Instagram,
you
and I
did,
sent you
yeah.
like a fucking massive list of possible old post-punk bands and new post-punk bands and
dude,
Yeah.
yeah, and then like the minute you sent them, I got contacted about getting grades to graduate, so I've been working my ass off, so now I'm just gonna binge all of that music because I'm finally done. Because like with homeschoolers, you know,
yeah.
it's been like a massive shit
homeschooling.
show. Yeah.
well, since BSB or what?
Yeah, the BSB kind of turned me off of education, so I just
Right.
decided to go homeschool. But
Tell me
yeah,
about it. Tell us about it. Well, if you want to.
yeah. I mean, literally, it's just like some people do online, but I just fucking buy the books, and I'm a bit like, just do it by yourself. Because if you're doing super theoretical subjects, not like music where you have to do practicals, but if you're doing like English, like I am, you don't really have to
Right.
use that much stuff. So then like some people in BSB still help me, like some teachers, but the worst has just been because of Corona and all of that, getting your grades to graduate. A lot of homeschoolers have to repeat the year, like retake the entire
Right.
year. So like,
That sucks.
nah, it kind of sucks, yeah. But yeah, it's been rubbish. But it's alright, I mean, it's just slightly boring.
Fair enough. I've been doing a course that's not, but it's like not bachillerato. It's not like, well, for the Americans, it's not like junior and senior of high school. It's like a different system. I do I do an audiovisual why am I blanking on this? I do an visual grau mitjà.
Is it like
What's
a
that?
TRC?
It's a grau mitjà. It's
Not
a,
TRC. Fucking.
It's grau mitjà. It's that. It's
right, okay.
It's so basically you do 4 years instead of 2 in bachillerato, but basically after those 4 years you get a certificate, which is kind of, it's like you don't have to go to university to have like a thing that you can show that has like experience. And the first 2 years are a bit more wide, and I'm doing the audiovisual one, which kind of includes audio engineering kind of, and
damn.
also like camera work and stuff like that. And then I can also go into my next 2 years. I can go into sound specifically, which is kind of cool. And then after those 2 years, I can go to college if I want to. But I'm already set to have
Right.
like something
Jesus.
by end of that. But the sucky thing is that on the news they're telling us, oh, there's an aprobado general. There's a general pass for the people that are in ESO and stuff like that. But that doesn't apply to people in my school. And I think there's people that just took that like, oh, I'm not gonna work anymore, and they don't go to the meeting, and they're not Zoom meetings, but they're like meets, they're Google Meets. They don't come to anything, they don't do anything, and it's like, I think they think that they're gonna pass, and it sucks but that's what they said on the news. It's not even their fault. I just kind of feel bad for the people that just got that, and then were like, oh, I'm just not gonna do it. And not because it's like, as in you should probably do it, just even though there's a pass, but it's kind of sucky that
Yeah.
that they didn't include that.
There's been that kind of misinformation. And
Big time,
people
man.
kind of took that, and but it's a weird time for everyone. You know, it's a fucking weird time.
Yeah.
So how is it in Sitges? Because obviously I know how it is in most of the UK because I've got friends and love the UK. I know how it's in Glasgow because that's where I'm at.
Right.
Sasha, you know how it is in Barcelona, but obviously you're in Sitges. How is it there? Is it kind of,
I mean, we're in like, what are we in? We're in phase 1, so like you can go out and you can go visit others and stuff like that. But they're still super strict about it, and like you have to wear masks everywhere basically. If you're within 2 meters of someone, you've got to wear the masks. And the police are really intense. Like they're really intense. Like they can get like kind of verbally abusive, which I found, which is a bit weird. Like they can get really rude and shit, which isn't nice. But apart from that, like Sitges is much more relaxed than Barcelona, no? Because like Barcelona's on 0.5.
No, not for me. As in the police haven't said anything to me, and I do have a mask that I bring outside, but like as in with when I'm with my mom, like, and we're alone, and like a police person goes by, like I won't have the mask on because I'm with my mom, and my mom, like I live together. If one of us had coronavirus, it would have been spread between us anyway.
Yes, fair.
Right, but yeah, we don't like, we put it down just because
The police.
breath of fresh air.
Oh, right.
But we take, like, as in when the police pass on the car or something and we don't notice, they don't say anything.
Right.
It's pretty chill. But maybe that's per place, and maybe just we're lucky, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, because I was in Barcelona just when the lockdown happened. I was visiting some friends there at the time. And I was there for the first day of lockdown. And I was traveling from a friend's house to another friend's house to stay the night. And I had my flight back to the UK the next day. And the only experience I had with the police was I decided to walk from Pobleno to Gracia.
Right.
Which is like a 45-minute walk or so. And like the only experience I had was a police car while I was about to cross a road stopped in front of me. The guy rolled down his window and said, just get home as soon as you can, and then he left, and that was it. There was no kind of enforcement of it. There was no, but again, that was at the start of the lockdown, so I don't think it was very kind of.
Yeah, they're saying that too.
That
they are being like, you should do that, but they never really got verbally abusive with me. But that's weird. I haven't encountered that yet.
No, I mean, like, there was this one time I was walking, like, the dog with my brother just because I had to throw out the trash or something. And we were walking down the street, and this, like, cop car, this cop that wasn't even in a cop car, like, he was in a normal car. And we joked about it with my brother, we were like, it's the feds. And it was the feds. Yeah. And they stopped us, and they were all like, you're gonna go on an extra long walk, are you? Gonna think you're gonna get away or some shit. Like, they started, like, doing that little fucking, like, acting like we're, like, not 100 meters from our home. And then, like, as we left them, like, we could see the car tailing us, so we had to take a bunch of, like, crisscrossing streets for them to, like, fuck off, you know what I mean? And then we slowly saw them go away.
That's weird. Like,
they weren't even in a cop car.
Weird. They weren't even a... Yeah, but, like, was it even a cop? Like, didn't it... They were wearing their
like,
uniform and...
Yeah, full on. That was weird. That was a weird day. Yeah. I don't know. Strange.
Big brother kind of shit.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. Odd.
So I want... Saul was telling me that you do kind of film kind of stuff before we did this podcast.
Yeah. And
you also do your music kind of stuff. But tell me a bit about your film kind of background. I'm not a big film person, but like, as in, I don't know much about it. So you can tell us a bit about your experience.
I mean, mate, it was more of like a boredom thing. Like, I think at BSB especially, it's not a creative school. Like, it's not a school that, like, loves the arts at all. You know, like, they underfund anything art related. It, like, nothing. You don't get anything for it. But yeah, so
that's
you kind of
true.
Right? Like, I don't know.
But the thing is, I don't blame the teachers.
They have practice spaces.
I don't blame the teachers at all, because I know Mr. Petrie, for example, he loves the arts, and he wants to fund the arts as much as possible. And I know that for a fact, you know, because we've spoken about it. I think it's just Cognita and that kind of business side of it, you know, which pisses me off a lot. But, you know, we had really dedicated... So Mr. Hebden, for example, really fucking dedicated music teacher.
The best. Mr. Hebden was the best, dude.
The best,
like,
man.
Just the man.
So like, BSB teachers, quite a lot of them were really fucking cool people. And I used to kind of chat to them quite a lot. And they were lovely people, but it's just, kind of that business side of it underfunded the arts, as you say. And it was really sad, because there was really cool people that weren't getting the budget to do really cool things.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the thing
is, looking at the Cognita website.
Oh, mate. Well, I haven't seen the Cognita website, actually.
I'm noticing a lot of white people.
Yeah.
I'm noticing...
Yeah.
Is that accurate to the school?
Oh, yeah. The school's whitewashed, like, a lot.
Yeah, like, it's supposed to be like an international school and stuff, but it was about like, I'd say 50 or 60% Russian.
Oh my god,
another maybe like 30% Spanish, and then
wait, you said 90% Russian and 30%?
No, 50 or 60% Russian.
90% Russian and 30%. So
there
the
was
school
a lot of
is
English
120.
Oh, okay. There was a lot of English people, but then there was a few people of color at the school, like, that I knew. Like, for example, you know, there was Ida in the school.
Yeah.
And there was so there was quite a few people of color in the school, but yeah, it was quite whitewashed, as you say. It was yeah.
It was just there's a lot of glaring issues with the school, and none of them came from, like, the teachers. Like, the teachers were probably the best part of BSB, because the teachers were, for the most part, like, genuine, and they were sick of, like, Cognita shit as much as we were. So it felt like it was a really awkward position, because you had it in music, I had it in drama, like the underfunding of, like, the tech booths and stuff, where you could have, like, 4 lights that all if you wanted red, you were just like one light was just, like, blaring red, and you didn't have any, like, details or whatever. That for
Did you go
Big
to
Ass Theatre.
which one? Which BSB did you go to? Because I'm seeing that there's the Sieges
Castel de
one.
Fels.
Castell,
okay.
yeah.
Because I saw that you had the Sieges thing, so I assumed that it might be Sieges, but
No.
Well,
yeah, okay.
no, I went to the Sieges
thing
one
is
back
as
when it
well-
was rebranded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not know.
Yeah, we don't need to get into this, but basically,
I
but
know
I
that.
will say this is that I think that even though I do think that the sound booth and the kind of lights booth and everything, that was pretty good considering it was a school.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
I've been to quite a few schools in my time. It's not a flex, but it's true. But I've been to quite a few schools in my time, and none of them had as sophisticated kind of lighting or sound as BSB. I will say that.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I'm seeing this little mini resume of John Locke.
Oh my
Oh my
God! There's
God.
our boy John.
Jesus.
Is that any good, or is John look good?
Didn't
that
he
is
just
the
make up a
headmaster?
massive rugby
I'll
pitch?
yeah.
Do we
basically.
like him?
He's right. I'll give you a story about John Locke. I don't like him personally, but he was very nice to me, and I'll tell you why. So basically, there's this rule in BSB that you're not allowed to have any hoop earrings, right? You're not allowed to have any hoop earrings. I had one in one day because I'd lost like the little stud or whatever I had in, and I had a little earring in, and he came to me and started like shouting at me in the corridor and saying, he was just appointed like halfway through the term last year, not last year, like whenever he was, and he came and he started shouting at me like, oh, I'm not gonna let you into your next lesson, like you're like influencing other students and stuff, like bad behavior and blah blah blah, and like really fucking laying into me. And then Mrs. Sarah, who is I think the biggest legend who ever walked the corridors of BSB, she was at the school for like 40 years. She only retired last year. I was quite close with Mrs. Sarah. We kind of had a good thing going. She came up to him and started talking to him. I don't know what they said, right? But then from then on, she kept like said, oh, like, well, I'll just put some alcohol on it, and like she sorted it all out. From then on, like for some reason, I'd noticed that he was making more of an effort to like be really nice to me and like come up to me and try and relate to me. Like I had a Harrington on, like in BSB, like dress code is like really serious. If you have like a jacket on that isn't BSB, then they'll fucking come down on you, right? I had like a Harrington jacket on, like that wasn't BSB, and he came up to me and I was like, oh shit, and he was like, oh, I remember I used to wear that jacket when I was like young and blah blah blah, and started trying to relate to me. I was like, what the fuck is this? And like he was really nice to me and always made an effort to chat to me like whenever. And it was only when I was at Anna's graduation that he came up to me and he was like, oh, I hear you're leaving next year. By the way, Mrs. Sarah kind of told me off for speaking to you like that the first time that we met. And then I spoke to Mrs. Sarah and she was like, oh yeah, he was being a dick. Like I was really angry with him. I was really annoyed. And like I just told him to fucking back off, and like I told him that you're a good lad and like to treat you nicely. And obviously Mrs. Sarah has so much authority, even though he was like above her in the chain. She has so much authority that like he got scared and started trying to be really nice to me.
I'm looking at I'm trying to find maybe like the photos of the Spanish thing, but I think there's so many like cognita
bullshit. Yeah.
branches.
Yeah.
But
yeah, anyway, enough about BSB. Let's stop all this on BSB
Film.
because fucking hell. Oh my god. Let's talk about disappointing birthday party, cuz that's a
Holy shit, disappointing birthday party. Whoa,
Yeah.
you just unlocked a part of my memory I forgot, man. Holy shit, that's been a while. Wait, what was disappointing why is it that I remember the logo that we were talking about and not the actual thing it was? Oh my god, was it the band that we were
It was a
conceptually
song.
gonna make?
Or a band. It was a band, and then you made a song about being adopted.
Oh my god, I did make a song about
Like
being adopted.
surprise you're adopted or something.
I got really fucking bored in year 11. I didn't want to study. So I made that. I remember I walked around from teacher to teacher fucking singing that and watching them just with a look of horror on their face, just being like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But it was always like some contentment, so you know, that was alright. Oh man.
What was it? Disappointing birthday party?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
this? Who was out? Who else was in the band?
It was like Maria,
Yes.
Kate, fucking Boris, of course.
Of course.
Boris, who was my favorite. Boris, who was my favorite homophobe.
That's the worst name right now.
Oh.
I know
He's a
it is.
homophobe. That doesn't help.
No, but let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you, Sasha. Right?
No, you've explained who this person is. I know who this person is. I just didn't know
he's
their
very
name.
close to my heart because
I know.
Yes,
I know.
he was homophobic, but he was very open about it, and he had no issue mixing.
He was
with
very
people
open
that were
about his
queer.
homophobia.
But he
No,
had
you're
no.
making him sound worse than he is.
It was
He's
a very,
lovely.
it was a very kind of, it was a thing that he was very influenced by his family, and he
Right.
said, I personally see an issue with it, but I'm not going to let that get in the way of who I mix with and who I'm friends with, and I respected that a lot.
That's cool, actually.
And he never brought it up unless it was mentioned. He tried to be very respectful about it, and I love Boris very much.
Who doesn't,
Fair
man?
enough.
Boris has got that presence. Boris has got that presence. He just like walks into a room and you're like, damn, alright, he's here. You know, he like sits up. It's Boris.
It's true. It's true.
He's got that vibe.
Oh man, I love Boris. But yeah, I think Boris was there as well. Who else was Julia in the disappointing birthday party?
Wasn't it just all the people who sat around the picnic tables after lunch? Just we were like, fuck it.
Yep.
Let's just
Basically.
call it a band. A band that never
I
released
think
a
Kate
single
started
song.
strumming something. Kate started strumming something on a ukulele, and then you
Mm-hmm.
started singing a song or write lyrics about like
being
being
adopted.
adopted.
Oh,
And then
What a
that
time.
Was that the only
yeah.
song?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah. That
I
was
think-
it.
We had a song that you and me were talking about in the practice rooms. I remember this because it was us like complaining about people being fucking rude, and there was one which was like it was a really relaxing. I'm assuming you remember and you didn't just choke.
Oh dear.
Are we okay?
Oh fuck. Yeah.
I can't tell if you remember
doing
if that was
okay?
just a blatant joke.
Yeah.
You're right, bud.
I remember that. I remember that.
Oh man, no, it
Are
was.
you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It was just a surprise because I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then it like came back to me all of a sudden.
Just like disappointing birthday party, man. That came back to me in a set. Basically, it was this.
yeah.
It was this song where like I don't think there was even a melody. It was just me on the drums, and we literally were just switching, and it would be like super chill and be like, "And you're great," and then but you're fucking chew with your mouth open, and the song would just start on the drums, just slamming it, and it was. And that was the entire thing, and we never did anything with it. But I was like, well, one day.
I need to make a song with but you chew with your mouth open.
Yeah.
That's actually a good that's a kind of a good lyric though.
It was like all these things that annoyed us, like really subtle things, like
Yeah,
oh,
but you
you're
could
a great
see it
person
in a
and you're
different-
really nice and you're always there for me when I'm down, but you fucking spit on me while you speak.
Dude,
That was it. That was the song.
Dude, that's how we
I
got our
relate to
frustration
that.
out. Oh, dude.
That was the whole ass song, man. It was great.
Should have done something with that.
I need to.
Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
write-
For sure.
I'm gonna text that to myself on my group chat thing.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Please do.
I'm
Oh.
gonna do that.
Please do.
I nearly
I-
died there. Oh my god.
I don't. It's by the way, it's not a group chat with anyone in it. It's just with me so that I can remember ideas.
That's the
But
best group chat I've
you-
ever heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your.
But yeah, you've listened to this podcast before. You know how this works. We're not going to get into it right away, but you've listened to the podcast. You know that we're going to ask you for your top 5 bands and songs in a Watch Mojo fashion. from 5 till 1.
Jesus fuck yeah. I didn't think about that.
Don't worry. We usually give the person a second to think about it and then cut to when they actually start. So you're all good. You don't have to come up with them on the spot. I did in like this first episode we did that in, and it turned out terribly. I forgot some bands that you've got. So okay, we know you've got an Enter Shikari cassette tape. Good for you.
Sorry.
Good for you, Sasha.
Keep on talking. I'm just gonna do useless shit in the background.
No, Sasha, I'm actually curious to hear you to ask you this. Did you notice a change in me when I went to BSB? Because obviously you knew. I think you knew me before.
I don't remember when you changed. I may remember like you when you were changing, but I don't remember when the change was.
Okay.
When was the change to BSB?
Oh, so I think I changed to BSB in. So I'm. It must have been in 2017.
Dying sounds. No, I don't remember that then.
Okay, but do you? Okay, so this is. But will you remember the change in me from? Actually, you won't, because that's when we met. Basically, second year of BSB, I got really depressed. That's what I'm implying.
I could tell that you were kind of depressed at first. Like you've gotten you've become a better person. You don't throw drumsticks at me.
Yeah.
You did that like
That
3
used to be a
times. Yeah, but I was genuinely scared because you were
trying to play
pissed.
All-Star. No, we were trying to like practice, and you would start playing All-Star. You was like, somebody was. I'm like,
You just yoinked
That's
kill a bitch.
No, but
Yeah,
that's come back to me because now Sunny does that, and I'm annoyed by it. So
Oh, it's cyclical.
Yeah, see,
The roles
you
have changed.
understand it now, man. You understand.
yeah, but
it.
I don't throw drumsticks. I just yell at him.
That's just because you don't have any drumsticks at hand. I had drumsticks at my disposal because I was the drummer. So
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah.
I wanna next
Opening-
band I make. I wanna either do only vocals, only bass, or only drums.
Right.
I'm so sick
By
of
the
guitar.
way, this episode isn't sponsored by Strongbow, but it's fucking good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good. Like, I used to, when I was in Bristol, because it's a very Bristol-based cider, I used to drink haze. But I've figured out since I've like moved up to Glasgow for a little bit while this pandemic sweeps the nation and the world, I've started drinking Strongbow because I've realised that haze is actually really fucking sweet. And I'm not as into it as I initially was. I'm gonna take this off because it's quite warm.
Oh, look at me! Look
at
me!
Sasha's got their My Chem t-shirt on. I've got My Idols t-shirt on. What have you got, Alex? Huh? You're the odd one out here.
I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't have a band shirt on me at the present moment. I wanted to get a band shirt from Pub, but like, it's 25 quid, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it later. And now 2 weeks have passed, so I need to get it. But I did notice you guys were both. I noticed Sasha was wearing a band shirt, and I was like, shit, are they all wearing band shirt? And I was like, fuck, is this like a dress code thing?
It's a dress code.
God damn it.
Sasha's got Architects on the back, My Chem on the front, and a Enter Shikari cassette to top it all off.
That's because I don't buy actual band t-shirts anymore. Like I have to go to for me to buy a band t-shirt, I have to go to a show and get the tour t-shirt. That's why this is a tour t-shirt.
Right, yeah. Makes sense, actually, yeah.
And I have it.
I buy a lot of Idols merch, like a lot of Idols t-shirts and stuff, purely because I love the design and I feel like I'm supporting a good band. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
valid, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I actually
Yes.
have
Idols.
I actually have
Joe
the only
Talbot.
Shush.
Mark
Bowen.
What the fuck?
But I will say the only t-shirt.
Kieran. Sorry.
Are you gonna finish? At least finish, mate.
No.
Do you know the other ones?
Yes. 1 minute. Let me. What's the drum? What's the drummers? The drummers.
It's John Beavis.
John.
Beavis. Beavis.
I hear Beavis. I don't think it's Beavis. It's Beavis. Like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
That's not great. That's unfortunate. That's an
John-
unfortunate name.
Beavis.
But that should have been someone else's name in the band. John is like nice, and he looks like a cute little
Yeah.
like.
What do you wait? I'm interested in this actually. What do you reckon the bassist's name is? 'Cause
No, I know who
mentioned
the
nickname
bassist
a
name.
lot.
Dev.
Yeah, but Dev is because he's called Adam Devonshire.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, I
Yeah.
was gonna say Devonshire, and I was like, wait, no, that's not first name, is
That's
it?
correct. But, actually, you won't be able to see this because it's in reverse. But this on the bottom of the T-shirt it says
It is not.
Jofus.
It's not in reverse.
Oh, it says Jofus.
No.
It says Devon. Or no, Devon. It says Boner for Bowen. It says Beavis for Beavis because that's funny enough. And then it says
course.
Lee.
Just they couldn't find a good. They couldn't find a good funny thing for Lee. Lee's just cute, okay?
That is cute.
That's good enough for me.
But
No, but-
actually, Alex, have you listened to the new Idols single?
I have not listened to the new Idol single, I must admit.
Fucking tune.
Sacrilege.
Tune.
I'm so
I have
sorry.
even listened to it, the new Idols. I have even listened to it, and I'm not a big fan. Like, as in, I like Idols, but I'm not a big fan. You gotta listen to it. It's pretty
No.
good.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah,
Motivator.
It's good. It's Mr. Motivator.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram. I only saw it on their stories. I haven't listened to the full song though.
It
Sometimes
is
I
fucking
get
sick.
urges to punch insulin into my my nipple. You know. Like,
Don't we all?
Don't we
Don't we all?
The only
think-
difference is Sasha. The only difference is that Sasha has
The ability to do it.
The ability to do it because Sasha has access to insulin. So
I just like when I'm fiddling, I just like open it and I'm just like, huh. What if?
what if?
I guess Sol and I are just left to dream and shit, right? We've just gotta like dream about doing it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to shoot some? No, I'm not gonna waste insulin.
Yeah.
Don't
probably
waste
not.
insulin.
It's probably not the best idea, if I'm honest.
Foolish person. Yeah.
No. But
But yeah, I reckon disappointing birthday party could have flourished. To be honest.
I
We
think
can always
so.
make
We
an
really had a
online band.
name. We really had a name there.
Yeah.
that's a really
If-
strong
if-
way to start it.
The thing is, if the whole drama hadn't happened, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to go into it. But if that hadn't happened, I reckon we could have flourished.
I think so. I agree. I think we were both just kind of sad in like the BSB time, so we were both kind of not really like bothered. We kind of did it because we were bored, but then we were just like, yeah, and then I've got exams, so I'm just gonna not.
I love how you're like, we were both sad.
We were
both sad during
We were both sad
BSB.
that we weren't aware that either of us were sad. Like, I was not aware you were really
know.
down, and I wasn't aware that like you weren't aware that I was fucking like really really bummed out. So we should have discussed that. We should have discussed that more often in school. Holy shit!
You know, I will tell you this actually. I had a really lovely moment with Mr. Hebden.
Mr. Who?
I was kind of Mr. Hebden was the music teacher.
Okay.
In the
I heard
first year.
Mr. Headband, and I'm like, wow, this
No, Mr.
this
Mr. Hebden
podcast
was
is really
the
full of
music
those
teacher.
names.
He was the music teacher in the first year I was at BSB. He'd been there for something like 18 years, I think. And basically, I went up to him in the middle of kind of break. It was at break, and he was on like patio duty or whatever.
Right.
Like, watching people make sure they're not fucking punching each other or whatever.
As they do.
And I went up to him and I stood beside him because I didn't really fucking like anyone in BSB. I liked like 3 people and they all had their own friend group, so I didn't hang out with anyone.
Oof, same.
So I just went up to Mr. Hebden and I chilled with Mr. Hebden during like break time. And I stood beside him and we were just silent, like watching people fucking play football or whatever. And I'm like, Mr. Hebden, I think I'm depressed. and he kind of looked at me and went, okay. Obviously, I'm not really kind of, I'm not really kind of skilled enough in that field. I don't know enough about it, but I do know that Mr. Estebe can help you out. I'm going to get in contact with him. Have you told your parents? I said, no. And he said, that's okay. They don't have to know for now. It's your choice. That's fine. And I don't know, it was just, he was so fucking gentle and lovely about it, which is a big difference to, and I'm not throwing any shade on Mrs. Ball here. She's a good teacher as well. But I told Mrs. Ball that I had anxiety the next year, just to let her know if I had to leave class or whatever at any point, then that would be why. And she said, do your parents know? I said, no. And she said, I'm probably going to have to inform your parents. And I was like, no, but that's going to make me more anxious, Mrs. Ball. Yeah. And like, she didn't take a moment at all to kind of think about what I might be going through. She just kind of started to think about the legal stuff that she would have to.
Oh, yeah.
That is fair enough. As a teacher.
Like, it's fair enough.
As
a teacher, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not throwing any shade at Mrs. Ball. Like, she was a good teacher. We had some nice chats, but I think personally, from my perspective, she handled the situation poorly. But Mr. Hebden was literally the loveliest man that you'll ever meet. I've texted him on WhatsApp since to talk about my grades, and he was really happy for me. I don't know, he's just a lovely man, he's just a lovely man. Big up Mr. Hebden. I've actually mentioned him on the podcast before. I want to get him on. I'm going to ask Freya for his number. I'm going to try and get him on the podcast.
Dude, you have to get Mr. Hebden on.
Yes!
That'd be cool.
Yes!
We haven't gotten anyone that's like a lot older than us. Wait, we've gotten someone older, right? Yeah, we've gotten Aidan, but like... How
We've got an Alex now. Alex is older than us.
Am I?
Right, but
are you? What age are you? Oh no, because you were a bit younger, weren't you?
I skipped, so I'm 16 now. I'm turning 17 in the summer.
Oh really?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
okay, I'm the oldest one here. Fuck yeah!
Oh.
Yeah, I'm 16 too. I'm gonna be 17 in October.
Oh, nice. Fair enough, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for some reason in my head you were always older than me, Alex. You just
I assumed you were older. I assumed you were older just because you were in school with Saul, but like.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't know why you'd assume that. Like, I don't know. Do I give off a mature vibe? I just fucked about in school.
And Alex was in the year above as well, Sasha.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, and I'm older, so.
So you did? How many times did you repeated once or twice or I'm not
once, but I repeated purely because I wanted to do GCSEs.
I know why you did. Like as in.
Yeah, but bear in mind you're giving off the vibe that I'm fucking stupid here to the listeners. Or that
what? I said you repeated.
You're a cunt, and I'm gonna kick you out the podcast now.
That's it.
And
this is.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, basically I repeated because I wanted, if I was going to go into the new school that I was going to go into in the year that I was supposed to go into, I'd be in my second year of GCSEs and I wanted to do the first year, so I repeated then. But yeah, I did repeat once.
That's fair. I was never saying that you were stupid.
No, I know. I was joking. I was joking. Don't worry, I know. You know I'm an intelligent being. I'm joking. Again, I'm joking.
No, I was not saying that either. Why did I just open this? I cannot keep my hands to myself. Let me...
No, Sasha, you might want to rephrase that, okay?
One minute. Queenie, get the fuck off my sofa chair. Can you see my cat? She's just
That's the most aggressive way to mention a cat in the world.
You know what? I'm gonna in the future. I'm gonna cut that and use it as a soundbite in future episodes.
I can't
just
keep my
in
hands
random
to myself
random points in the podcast.
Do it.
Random points in the podcast. I'm just gonna put in.
Queenie, get the fuck off my sofa chair.
You gotta. You've gotta.
Get the fuck off.
I gotta.
Okay, I'm tipping
You
it.
gotta.
Oh no!
Don't tip it.
Man.
I have
Fuck
to
you
get
doing
her
a
off.
Winnie?
What? Listen, Winnie has a lot of time to do whatever the fuck she wants. Look, my camera. Okay, can you see her? She's
Absolutely not. Oh yeah. Fair enough.
yeah, she's chill with it. She's used to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like set up.
My
here.
dog bit me today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. It's not that serious. Like, that's what happened.
Oh.
But my dog bit me,
Right.
man.
Okay, well,
I basically, there was an ashtray in the living room, and I kind of spilt it on the floor. I was like, shit. And my mum was there, and she was like, oh shit, the dog's gonna kind of lick it. And I was like, oh no, Roxy, no, don't lick the ashtray, you're gonna get cancer. And I was like, Roxy, no, stop. I was like, stop. And then, like, I was like, doing that to her. I was like, Roxy, no, stop that. And then she kind of like freaked out and fucking bit my hand. I was like, yo.
has she
I think
ever
she's-
bitten you?
No, but I think it's because she's 12 and she's kind of senile at this point that she's like, what the fuck? There's this hand in my face. I'm going to attack it. Luckily, I think if it was any other dog, like that, it would have been quite serious. But
Right, yeah.
Roxy's
has
bitten
done the
so many
opposite.
rocks in her life. She's bitten so many fucking rocks in her life that her teeth are like fucking little squares. Really dull. So it kind of just about, like, I'll play fight with her and she'll like jokingly bite me,
Right.
like, kind of snap, and like
So-
it'll be fine. But like she actually went for me this time. But if it had been like my other dog Bruce, he would have fucking done some
Look what I
serious
found
damage.
in our basement.
Man, that's it.
I know, right? I'm just gonna. It's MIDI too. I can just use it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like
Anyway,
this is a lot. This episode's a lot like chiller than our usual ones. If you get
Yeah,
me.
it's a lot less.
It's quite nice. It's quite nice. So Alex, what are you kind of planning on doing after you get your grades or whatever, or if you know, well, what's the plan? Are you planning on going to a certain university? Or are you planning on not going to university? What's the plan?
Well, I got into Durham and Edinburgh, so Durham so far I'm going to Durham as my firm and Edinburgh as my insurance to do English lit in both. But because of
fucking
Rona,
Scotland's better than Newcastle, you scum.
I'm
Scotland's the
so
shit. I actually genuinely am thinking of going to live there.
Yeah, it's great.
it does sound sick. But yeah, I'm doing English there, but because of all of the Rona shit, like some unis are shutting down completely for the next academic year to do online, which
is
isn't
true.
like great, you know, which means I'd have to do it online, which kind of sucks ass to do like your freshers year of uni online. But hopefully shit gets sorted. I don't know. But yeah, planning on going to uni basically, just fucking studying English, reading books and shit, because that seems to be what I was basically good at for the past 2 years. So I'm like, why not? Screw it.
But from what I understand as well, from what I've kind of gathered from other people, like Javi goes to Manchester, and they're one of the first people to say that their next academic year is going to be completely online. And Javi tells me that seminars are still going to be in person. So I don't know. It might be worth it to still kind of move to the place, I guess. Probably.
For sure, yeah. It depends on what's happening, because it's uni to uni. Isn't it?
I never really thought about that. That like not moving to the place that you're gonna be
Yeah, of
studying
course.
at.
It's definitely a possibility now. You know. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty reality. But it'd be cool. I'm really looking forward to you kind of experiencing, because I've for some reason in my memory you lived in England before, or the UK. You've lived there
Yeah.
A
before.
very convincing English accent.
Well, I practice a lot, you know, in the mirror. I practice my accent. Make sure that it's convincing enough.
mirror?
Yeah, for sure, you know, to make sure people don't get put off by the fact that I'm Russian. You gotta practice.
Yeah, but in the mirror, like you have to make sure you look right while you're talking.
Yeah. You know, it's all the intricacies of the English accent. You can't fake this shit. You can't. You gotta pull it off.
Well, you
Well,
are
clearly you
faking.
can.
Yeah, exactly.
fucking
You clearly
faker.
can, and you're like I would be convinced by it.
No, I mean fucking.
Then again,
people,
I am an American.
That's fair. People always fucking think that like they're like, oh, your English is so good, mate. I can barely speak Russian, and Spanish isn't an option for me. English is my first language, but then like it's really awkward because in the British, like you had to take a certain exam, the English language, and I had to literally prove to my teachers that I was from England for them to let me like not take second language English, and I had to like go to like the head of English and be like, hi, I'm not Russian. Like I'm like. I showed them my passport. I was like, English. I'm fucking. But then they're like, oh yeah, your English is so good. I'm like, I wonder why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the whole thing.
So wait, do you have family in Russia and you have family in England, or tell me what's up with that?
Mate, family's kind of everywhere now, but yeah, Russia, like Kazakhstan actually, and Canada. Kazakhstan, Canada, and we used to live in the UK back when I was like an infant, but then moved to Spain. So, yeah, kind
Right,
of around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
have you ever lived in Canada?
I have not lived in Canada. No, my uncle lives there, but I just went there. It's cool. It's sick. People are nice.
People are so nice.
People are so fucking
It's
nice
like
in Canada.
weird.
It's almost
It's like-
it's unsettling.
It's so weird. Like I went to a restaurant and the waitress was just like the kindest person.
Dude,
It was like, I mean, in the States it's a one level. It's like a really good level because
Right.
like, you know, they're paid like it's the reason of it is awful because they're paid by tips
Right.
basically. But but still like but like in Canada just everyone's just nice.
for fucking no
Because-
reason. Like, what is that? You're just not. You're not getting anything from this. You're not gaining anything.
Right?
And they're
Well,
fucking
no,
really
you,
pleasant.
well, I guess you are. They are, which is the knowledge that they're fucking nice people. You know.
Yeah.
Call me cheesy, but I think yeah. I try to
Yeah,
do that,
is.
and
Yeah.
you know, yeah. But you
Yeah,
so
you
yeah,
call me
you
names all the time. Fuck you.
yeah, because
Oh.
it's banter, mate, banter. You fucking
Canadians
little-
have no banter.
It's just insulting Canadians.
I'm joking.
But so you've lived in England then. So how long from what ages do you live in the UK?
Oh mate, like nothing. Like zero to 4, and then I've lived in Spain the rest of my life. So I'm 16, turning 17 for the past 13 years. I've lived here in Sitges,
Yeah.
basically.
So I'm actually really excited for you to kind of experience UK culture and stuff when you're older, because
When you're older, when you're as mature as me.
No, just when you're older, like it's just nice, you know.
I felt that.
I love making fun of salt.
I can tell. No, it's
It's for
fine.
no actual reason.
Yeah, I know.
It's just to make fun. I'm gonna have to turn this part up, I guess, on my audio because I'm sitting farther away from my microphone.
That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, no, it's a different thing, you know. Like I wasn't expecting it when I moved to Bristol. Well, I was because I knew kind of about UK culture, but it's kind of like what you think it is times 10.
Right.
It's like really exaggerated.
Yeah, the worst thing was
Yeah,
the signs
it's
because
fun.
I was there for an interview in December. I was in Cambridge for an interview, and fucking reading the signs because like my brain's not used to it. I read it in English. It's like I have to translate it into Spanish and then back into English because my brain it sees it in English. I'm like I don't get it. Like I'm so used to Spanish signs. I see the English. I'm like no, it doesn't register in my head, and I'm like well I'm lost. Fuck it. Public transport's terrifying. Public transport's fucking
Public
terrifying.
transport isn't as like. I will say this. Fucking. I don't know about Spanish public transport, but Barcelona public transport is fucking amazing. It's brilliant.
It's so good.
It is
It's
nice,
so
yeah.
good.
It's so good.
Like you can get
It's, like,
anywhere in the
unbelievable.
city on public transport. Like
I-
it is.
Me and my mom have never had a car here. Never.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
No, we
nice.
never had a car. We never had a car in fucking Barcelona. We've never had a car. My parents
Yeah.
just like they moved back to Glasgow. Like in February, and they bought a car soon after, just because the public transport is fucking shocking here. It's not like, it's not a bad thing. Like, in Bristol, I just bust around, you know, I just use buses.
Right.
It does take a lot longer to get places than it would in Barcelona, but, you know, and I have to pay like $13.50 every week, but that's a student pass for a bus. So it's not too bad, but I don't know how it's going to be in Durham. But yeah.
Fuck knows.
Also, good luck fucking understanding the accent. Like, people from Durham don't even understand the fucking Geordie accent. Like,
Yeah. Oh fuck. The accent. I'm gonna nah. Like, I might fail my
gonna have to
classes.
get
I might
used
not
to it.
understand the accent.
like my dad went to like uni in Newcastle. And he said that he was in a pub one time, and it was like in the 90s, and he was just sat there, fucking minding his own business, and then some people came in, like some older guys, and they came in and started chatting, and he was like, oh, there's some people from out of town, and, you know, there's like some Scandinavians or something,
Jesus
you know,
fucking Christ.
like just at the bar, and then he was like, wait, he's like heard an English word, he's like, wait, what? Oh fuck! They're locals. They're locals. What?
Oh mate.
That was
What?
I've
That's mental.
I
Jesus.
experienced that when I went to Scotland a couple times.
Yeah.
Scotland's just like kind of shocking
Mm.
in
Bet.
so many ways. Like not like it was shocking in a lot of good ways, but like as in it was so weird to hear people just being. The accent's almost like it's like a cross between American and British. It's kind of like that because it has a twang to it.
Right.
Yeah, of course it has a twang to it.
weird. What?
I said, of course it has a twang to it. It's very, but the thing is, the Scottish accent is varies a lot. It's like England. Like the English accent will vary a lot when you're in England. And
Right.
the Scottish accent will vary a lot when you're in Scotland. So there are like quite a few Scottish people that will roll their R's, like, they'll like Spanish people, they'll roll their R's, and then people in Scotland who use the soft R. You know, there's very different variations of the Scottish accent, but some of them are really fucking strong, and it's just like sometimes I don't even understand it, you know.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Scotland, but yeah. I think we should get to the music top 5 list, because that usually spawns some interesting conversations and takes quite a while. So yeah, if you want a little break or a little hiatus to think about it and write down your list, then we shall do that, and we'll be right back with Alex's top 5. Fucking safe. Okay, so Alex, you've got your fucking top 5 picks. Start at number 5. We're in this Watch Mojo fucking business, and move down to number 1. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. So I get right.
Number 5.
I've got the Arctic Monkeys, and it's a song that you recommended. Yeah, it's a song that you recommended to me actually, and I think it almost gave me an aneurysm the first time I listened to it. It's Brianstorm by the Arctic Monkeys.
Hell yeah!
That song gave me a heart attack the minute I watched it. Oh shit, hold on, my camera's fucking dying. Do I turn it off? Or do I just grab the charger? Hold on.
Winnie.
What a G. Do you know, this is another fact about Mr. Ferguson, is that at Anna's graduation, he came up to me and he said, hey Saul, can I take a selfie with you? And I was like, what? And I was like, okay.
That's
and he went, I said, why do you want to take a selfie with me, Mr. Ferguson? And at that point he said, call me, and I can't remember what his actual name is. What the fuck is his name again? His first name?
Ferguson, something. Oh my god, I don't know.
I can't remember, but he basically said, call me by my first name.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. and he said, "I want to take a selfie with you because I know that one day you're going to be really famous and you're going to play Glastonbury, and I want to have a picture with you when you get to those heights." And I was like,
I love
"Fucking
that.
That's
hell."
nice. That's
Okay,
supportive
that's
as hell.
amazing. So I know he's just a lovely guy. So basically, yeah, he took a picture with me, and then he said, "Do you want me to send this to you?" And I was like, "Yes." And then he said, and then he went, "How do I send it to you?" And I was like, "Oh, just here's my number." And he was like, "Okay." So gave him my number, and then later on when I was organizing like the after prom, he like texted me on WhatsApp and said, "Hey, it's he said it's his first name,
Yeah.
science teacher, BSB."
Nice.
And then he sent me the picture, and I said, "That's brilliant. Are you still at the prom?" And he said, "Glastonbury." And that was it. That was the end of the conversation.
Glastonbury. Just fucking case in point.
He's just a
It's there.
yeah, fucking legend.
What a
Oh,
lad.
I love Mr.
Wait,
Ferguson.
he wasn't. No, he like. Wait, it was the same day, right? He couldn't. Go
It was
to
the same
Glastonbury.
day.
Okay.
He's like, where the fuck
I
are
thought
you, Saul?
You meant that he went to Glastonbury.
No, he didn't go to Glastonbury.
He should have, man. Just fuck it. He would have gone. Just hopped on a
He
plane.
should've.
He's like,
He should've.
out. He's out of there.
What a legend. No, I love Mr. Ferguson. Oh. He used to play guitar during exams, didn't he?
did.
Like, he used to play Beatles on guitar.
Yeah. What man? What dude? I miss him. Yeah.
What a fucking don. But yeah. Have you got your
Tell me.
camera functioning
Yes.
again?
If you can read this, it sucks.
I can't
The
read
hand-
that.
I can't.
I know, I can't either.
Nice. That's promising.
Nice.
That's really promising.
Yeah.
Like, I can read it because I know what it is, but, like, I would have no idea.
What does it say?
It's just literally my think board. I'm just sketching my think board.
All right.
Cool. So, Alex, yeah, so Arctic Monkeys, Brianstorm.
Yeah.
You've got your camera functioning
I do.
again. Yeah. Fantastic, am I right?
Woo. Just the best. That song is so intense. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, instantly. And it doesn't
Yeah.
let up until the end.
We covered
Yeah.
that song with The Enemy Within.
Not,
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, not the enema, I assume.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, that was such a fun song. I think
That was-
wasn't that was the song that I went craziest on, right?
Yeah, that was my favourite song to play.
Mm.
Which one was the one that I would?
Fucking fucking it was just non-stop, just fun.
It was
like,
yeah.
I will say this, it killed me, that song.
Yeah.
Like, I was exhausted
Oh,
at the end
I
of it.
remember
I was dripping
the
in
fucking
sweat.
smoking breaks that you fucking had to have.
They were necessary.
They were not
like, this
necessary.
song.
You have. That's why you have a coffee before you go into practice, and you have a nice beverage in there.
That's the most wholesome advice I've ever heard. I appreciate
You
that.
do not get into smoking. You.
To be honest, the
Bad
smoking
boy.
breaks, sometimes I didn't even smoke. I just needed a break from noise, and I needed a break from fucking
Yeah,
banging
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That even, well, I was gonna say you were gonna ruin the joke, but that makes it even better.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No.
But basically, yeah. So no, but it's an absolute tune. Did I really show you that one? I thought you knew it.
No. It was the thing is, we used to sit in the theatre after school, while I waited for my bus and shit. And at one point, you gave me your earbud and you played that song and like holy shit, like whoa. And then I listened to it like on the way back home from school. Yeah, I really like that song, but Jesus Christ, like that's like if you drank 5 cups of coffee in a go, and then like took ecstasy.
Yeah.
That's the song, and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like that. It's intense.
Oh man, you need to there's a couple artists I need to show you if you like that kind of like just fast
You might have to, yeah.
crazy changes.
Yeah.
Fucking DragonForce. Show her
I'm not-
DragonForce,
I'm not
Sasha.
talking about. No, I don't hate DragonForce, but I'm not into DragonForce.
Oh my
I meant
god!
I was
One
talking like,
second, 1 second. You need to know what DragonForce is.
I'm afraid.
Is there anywhere where you can look up DragonForce
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Look up Through the Fire and the Flames.
Oh god, is it fucking terrifying? What is this? What do you fucking...
No, it's just
Look up Through the Fire and the Flames, and you'll know why I mentioned them when
It's
it
like-
came to like intensity.
No, it's like very like glam metal. It's
Yeah.
power metal. And
It's
it's
power
like
metal.
super fantasy, and it's super fast, it's super guitar solo-y, and it's so like it's bright, and they have like their
Hold
like
on, hold on.
probably colored leather suits on, and
Oh my god, that zoom was violently intense.
You listening?
Wow. I am. Wow. That was 18 seconds in and I'm already afraid. You know what I mean? Like it's a kind of music that if you heard that on a dark street, you'd you'd start running just out of impulse. You'd be like, I don't know what to do with this tempo. You know, that's
I'd be so
terrible.
down if I heard that on a dark street. Like not because I like it, but because I get a vibe from it, like a fun vibe.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean,
That
that was
was-
terrifying.
Yeah.
You gotta look up Gandhi Mate Gandhi by Enter Shikari.
What? What the fuck?
We're just getting all the live reactions at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, what is it called? I'm sorry.
That's what's happening here. Gandhi make Gandhi? Or
Gandhi
meet
Mate.
Mate Gandhi. Gandhi mate Gandhi.
That feels like an interesting title.
Yes.
Yeah. Enter Shikari are very kind of metal mixed with Prodigy or metal mixed with drum and bass. It's good. I'm not that into it myself, but I've heard a few tracks I really like.
Alright. That's a really intense monologue, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like those.
Yeah.
We like those on this podcast.
Yeah, but like listen to the like at least like a minute and a half because we're sick of this shit.
Oh, holy shit. Whoa. Alright. Dude, the fact that the fucking cover is like a really ominous red triangle does not help.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
In the middle of the woods, what the fuck?
But yeah.
I'm intrigued. I'm actually very intrigued now.
But yeah, I think to save my fucking ass when I'm editing this, because I don't want to edit like
Well, just
4
cut it
hours
out.
of footage. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. It's good. Yeah. I like.
What do you think? What I just want to see what your reaction to one part of it.
Which part?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Okay.
Are they screaming with guitars yet?
Oh.
Or no?
You mean like right now?
Yeah, but after this, we'll see.
God damn.
Here,
Wait.
Listen.
Wait.
listen.
Remember Gandhi. What the fuck? I fucking love.
I love them so much.
Dude, I love that.
They have such a great sense of humor.
Dude, remember Gandhi. Holy shit.
Oh, but I love the lyrics after that. It's like they're like being all peaceful, and then like it breaks, and he's like, "Oh, abba dabba doo, yeah." It's so great. Like they're just having fun, you know. I mean, like it's a serious like topic that they're doing, but like still, like they have fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. More artists.
More artists.
Arctic Monkeys.
Wait,
Brianstorm.
whoa. Before we move on from Arctic Monkeys, because I had to skip over Arctic Monkeys when it came to it, and I'm not going to make the same mistake this time, Sasha. So, what is your favorite Arctic Monkeys album?
Ooh. the one AM, because I didn't like the Casino and Hotel one. That was like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't fuck with that. That album didn't do it.
Interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the whole Tranquility Base and Casino thing again because we've already talked about it with Javi. He doesn't like it. I love it. It's not my favorite album, but I do like it. But AM is an interesting choice over the early stuff, I would say.
Dude, I think it's only just because of the fact that, like, that's what I was introduced to, so it's just, like, more of a memory thing of, like, oh, well, that's the
fair.
first album I listened to before I go into all the other stuff.
I think that's the majority of the people of our age group that are into Arctic Monkeys. Like, that's the first thing. Or either that or their parents listened to the...
True.
It was the first thing I listened to was AM.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to AM first.
No, but you actually...
then after a little bit, I listened to the first album and went, holy fuck. And then really enjoyed the first album.
Yeah, I mean, you got me into... You're the one who taught me the first, like, proper song on the drums, which was Old Yellow Bricks. You got me to, like, learn that shit, like, during lunch break or something.
I did, yeah.
That was the best, dude.
Old Yellow Bricks.
That song's so fun to play on the drums.
Lyrics.
Yeah.
That song's enjoyable.
Great song.
Yeah.
No, it's a good song on
lyrics,
drums. But yeah, so Arctic Monkeys, brilliant. Next artist.
Next artist is a band called Pup, and the song is like Sleep in the Heat. So, yeah.
Okay, I don't know these guys.
It's
What are they kind of...
punk rock, I think they're called. But yeah. But from like fucking Canada. Yeah. Canadian punk rock.
What are they called?
Okay.
Pup, yeah.
Oh, Pup. Yeah, I know Pup.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear when you said it because it cut out a bit. Pup's great. They have wait, is it an Audio Tree live session that I watched, or maybe one of those living room sessions? That are great. They're like pop punkish.
Yeah.
Rock,
They're alright.
with like the emo kind of deal.
Vibe, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
I thought Alex is just going, yeah, pop. Yeah, you know, pop.
That one. Pup.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Pup. I like, as in, it's one of those bands that are just in the scene that I'm into, so I kind of am familiar, but I'm not like, you know.
No, they're alright.
I could not name.
They're good.
They're all right, and they're your fourth pick.
Look, there's better, clearly, if they're my fourth, but like...
No, I mean like your favorite, like, but you don't call your favorites all right. You call your favorites amazing.
Look,
Incredible.
they are, you know what? They are revolutionary. I don't know, like, it took me, did you see how long it took me to get my 5? I re-listen to literally, like, if I like a song, that's all I'll fucking listen to for like a week, or like longer, man.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
So like, do you know how hard it is to find 5 that I haven't, varied things? When it's all basically the same genre. Yeah. But yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Favorite song by Pup? What was it? Fuck, I forgot what it's... Actually, that's probably not a good thing that I forgot what that one was called. Fuck it, Sleep in the Heat. Sleep in the Heat's good. They've gone on. It's like, I like the guitar riff in the intro. That's alright. Yeah.
I just got a flashback from being a jackass on the demo episode.
On the demo. Oh yeah.
I said something about Mike Portnoy, and I fucked up the name of the song, and I said a song that was actually Mike Mangini on drums.
Right.
And I was just like.
What's a
I meant to say. I just got flashbacks because I was thinking. It's one of those things that you deeply regret at night, you know? Because I just I didn't trash talk Mangini. I just
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I said he plays kind of like a robot, but in a good way.
How is
They all
how is
play
it a
kinda
good
like
way?
robots.
How can you say, I'm sorry, how can you fucking compliment someone and be like, you're like a robot, If someone was like, "Hey, you're like a robot," I'd be like,
I mean, like technically, like he's like super proficient, you know.
I still
but,
feel
like-
like that was a slight.
But like
I still feel like that was a slight.
yeah, but
So,
I met, but the thing I feel bad about, I don't feel bad about the thing. I meant the thing, but I felt bad because I just said this song, which was actually Mike Mangini on drums. Because I was thinking, my actual intention was to put a Mike Portnoy one on, but like it's just, wait, do you know Dream Theater?
I don't. Fuck, I don't.
Okay, it's just a I'm not into them, but like,
Right.
Yeah, me
you know,
neither.
they're in the scene. But they've had two drummers, and their old drummer left. Left. Not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, he did leave.
Mike Portnoy, both incredible drummers. One had, I think, a bit more feel than the other. And I said the enemy inside, which is a great song, great riff. It's like anyway.
Okay, yes, we get it.
Shut up.
Ooh. Ooh.
And that
That shit stung.
it's actually a Mike Mangini track. I'm sorry. Anyway, go on with Pop.
Pop, yeah, it's just fucking good. I didn't know I didn't really know I liked punk rock and shit like that until like I started doing it, like fucking listening to a lot. But it does get annoying sometimes because like when I'm revising with other people and I have that like blasting in my headphones, you can fucking hear it through the headphones. Dude, I was at the library and a woman told me off because I was working in the library with Pop blasting in my headphones, and she full on told me to like shut the fuck up because it was that loud. But yeah,
that happens to me, but that's because mine are even louder because they're open ear
oh mate,
headphones.
yeah.
So like it, yeah.
Ooh,
They just kind of like everything comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
Like, as in-
my headphones are Bose Quiet Comfort.
oh shit,
So-
those
fuck
are
you,
bougie as
Saul.
fuck. That's okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's literally the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my life.
Yeah, but guess what, Saul? I may bother other people, but mine sound better.
oh, he might have got you there.
Oh,
He might have got you there.
I think mine sound better, but yours are better for mixing.
That's
what I'd probably say.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry, but I'm
okay,
gonna have to disagree with
Agree to disagree. Okay, you know it's cool.
This is some conflict
You
resolution.
haven't, deeply hurt me there. But yeah. Next artist. What are you?
Next
what's your number
artist.
3?
Number 3.
Alt J. Alt J's a fucking banger. Their band's awesome. They're British, which I didn't fucking think because they sound American in every one of their songs. Breezeblocks would be the easiest pick because that's the one everyone fucking knows. I think Something Good though. Something Good's a pretty good song. Something Good's alright.
Okay. Here's
I don't
something.
know.
Here's
I don't
some.
know
Here's something
any-
good. Here's something good by Alt J.
Something good. Oh, something good. Oh, something good. Oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now.
I don't
There you
know
go.
any
Listen to it.
Alt J songs.
Alt J's
I
alright.
know of them, but they're your third pick and they're all right.
Look, man.
I tell you what. I thought this was gonna be on your list because this is a band that you've mentioned to me before,
Yeah.
and I kind of, when you mentioned them to me, I'm not gonna lie, I listened to a couple of their songs and I was like, I'm not into this.
Fair
This
enough.
isn't my thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like it. Right.
Mhm.
And then not too long ago, maybe like 2 months ago. No, I was in Glasgow 2 months ago. Fuck, time goes so quick but so slow right now.
Yeah.
But I was in Bristol on a bus at some point in my life, and I put on. I was like, oh, what's that? I think it was a friend of mine, Lily, who covers Breezeblocks. And I
Right.
was like, that's actually a decent song, so I put it on, and I was like, I really fucking like this.
Dude,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go back and listen to the whole album, and it's fucking good.
It is.
for some reason I kind of dismissed them the first time I heard them, but they're really, really good. They're really fucking tight, and I love the kind of fugal thing they have going on in Breezeblocks near the end, where they have the "Please don't go."
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah.
I love you so, I love you so, I love you. And then like there's like the person doing like the thing. But it's so good.
So fucking good.
It's so fucking good.
The music video for Breezeblocks is pretty good
I know
too.
you picked another song. But let's play Breezeblocks as well. That
Fuck it,
particular
yeah.
bit, because it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you
Man.
go. There you go. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, man.
What do you call it when you put your pants up this high?
You're
Fucking
fucking
like a cunt. I'm joking. I don't
fucking.
know.
You're clothed. You've got clothes on. I don't know.
I am baby.
Well, that's great. He confirmed. Cool. Sasha's baby.
Sasha's baby. But yeah, no, Alt J, fucking brilliant band. I had a sneaking suspicion that it was going to be in your top 5. Yeah.
Come on, of course it was. Of course it was. Always gotta be.
Yeah.
LJ's been like, I fucking like that since BSB. I've liked that since I was in year 11.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Dude,
it's fucking. It's a good band. It's a good band, and I'm disappointed in myself that I dismissed them. The first time I heard them.
A horrendous crime, quite frankly.
Who's that? Who's another band that the two of you have dismissed, and then like?
I don't know.
Let me think about that one. Actually, it's a good question. Good question. Well done. You're developing your skills as an interviewer.
Shut the fuck up, Saul.
No, it's true.
Ouch.
Fuck you.
Oh,
That
shit.
one's gotta
Shit,
hurt.
I mean the obvious one. The obvious one would probably be Idols.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you like them pretty quickly.
Well, no, I liked them a lot when I went to their gig. Before that, I was like, yeah, they're okay.
No,
I probably won't listen to them again. Is what I thought when I listened to their albums.
Right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was like, this is good, but it's not going to be it's not going to be something I listen to regularly.
Right.
And look at me now, people.
You're literally
Look at me
wearing an
now.
Idol shirt. Literally wearing the shirt.
Indeed.
That was literally like two of my top 3 bands.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my count. It was like Architects and Enter Shikari. And it's pretty funny.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Shikari,
it's funny how our
obviously.
top bands we kind of dismiss and then
Yeah.
we're like, oh. Also,
Yeah, but, like,
Sasha, as I previously mentioned, any electronic thing ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
talking about.
love fucking techno music and fucking rave music and drum and bass and anything similar. But as I've previously mentioned on the podcast, I initially fucking hated it because I was a purist. I was a purist. I was like, classic rock rules. Fucking Led Zeppelin, AC/DC.
Yeah,
if it hasn't got
man.
guitars and drums in it, then fuck it. It's shit. You know, like that's. Probably
That's
Billie Eilish as well is another one that I would say. I love Billie Eilish, and when I initially heard Billie Eilish, I wasn't that into it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
What
I
would
don't
you
know.
say? What would you say, Kremskaya?
Kramska, I don't know. I want to say, I think I had that with the Arctic Monkeys in the sense that I listened to Do I Want to Know, and I was like, that's fine. Like, I was like, that's alright. You know, okay. I was just a bit like, yeah, okay. And then, like, for a couple months, I didn't
Which it
think,
is.
it's fine. It's not their best song in the slightest, in my opinion. Like, Do I Want to Know? There are better songs. And then, like, I think when you came to the school we started hanging out, I got back into the Arctic Monkeys, because that was, like, your shit. That was, like, your niche. I was like, alright, fuck it.
That was my shit, man.
That fucking was your shit, so I was like, alright, I'll listen to some more of the Arctic Monkeys. And then I got really into
the way
them.
the way I am with Idols now
Yeah.
was the way I was with Arctic Monkeys back then.
Yeah, I get you. That's true. You learned Are You Mine for your music exam, I remember that. Didn't you? For the drums?
Sorry?
Didn't you learn Are You Mine?
No, I learned Are You Mine. I learned Are You Mine for The Enemy Within.
Oh shit!
my band.
Yeah.
Not for any Enemy Within. You did it for the Quacks. We didn't Wait, Are You Mine?
No,
Oh, I heard.
Are You Mine,
Do I want
mate?
to?
Are You
Do I
Mine?
want to know? Sorry, I was thinking.
Do I Want to Know I sang for the Quacks, but I played
Yeah.
drums on Are You Mine 4.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Are You Mine? I could have fucking played that on drums blindfolded. Sasha. I could play that without
mean-
practicing.
You mean
Sorry,
do I want to know?
do I want to know? Yeah, my bad.
Oh yeah.
See,
Come on.
you got confused too.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's a good question, Sasha. Well done. I'm proud of you.
All right, my answer. Enter Shikari for the same reason. That thing with electronics. I wasn't into electronics, and I listened to a couple of their songs, and it was like, oh, this band basically does rock, and now they do pop, and I was so wrong.
Oh.
I couldn't be like that's not a good depiction of it. Like it's not even. They got
I've got
heavier.
one for you as well. I've got one for you as well. Like as in, I know a band that you initially dismissed, and now you know you don't listen to them, but you kind of appreciate them, which is fucking. Oh, what's her name? The one with the umbrella, man.
Umbrella.
The one that Krabby loves.
Oh, Bring Me the Horizon. But I
Bring
always
Me the
like
Horizon.
I like the older stuff, which is
Yeah.
what I still love, but I'm not that keen on the
Yeah.
newer stuff. I'm still
But-
not that keen on the newer stuff.
But as you say that you kind of you respect it, I think.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what you've said in the past. But
Yeah, I
initially
didn't-
you was like, what the fuck?
No, I'm still kind of what the fuck on their latest album at that point, but I'm
Yeah.
better with the newer album that has come after that point.
Right.
I'm still not big on fucking album, the Umbrella album, the fucking
Yeah.
That's the Spirit. I'm not big on that album, but I am pretty. I like amo. I just don't know.
However you
I
pronounce
feel
it,
like they actually went for it. on
I've
this
got
new
another
album.
one. I've
Shut
got another
up.
one.
I'm talking.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I just thought of one that's like really important.
Okay, then save it. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, sorry.
Holy fucking. All right.
No, I'm standing up to the meanie that is Saul.
That's fair.
I am a meanie.
Yes. So yeah, I think they kind of actually leaned into their pop influence on the new one, and they actually like committed to it instead of being like immediate. I'm fine with them doing pop. I just want them to write good music, and they did. I'm just not that into it. But like I mean, it's a lot better than That's the Spirit, and Sempiternal is so great.
Right. Yeah.
That the album before That's the Spirit is great, and Suicide Season is also a fucking banger of an album. A lot heavier, like not deathcore, but definitely their metalcore, purely metalcore stuff is that's wait no Suicide Season. I think I'm not that big on Bring Me the Horizon, but I'm kind of like their stuff. Anyway, yeah, go for yours. So.
I was gonna say Rage Against the Machine. I remember I still did guitar lessons when I got recommended Rage Against the Machine, and I kind of a teacher showed me Drop D. It's back when a teacher showed me Drop D on guitar. Like that's how far back this is. I know.
That was Psycho
he played.
Like
he
my
played.
Drop D song was Psycho. Great.
Yeah, it's a good tune. It's a good tune. But he played "Killing in the Name" in Drop D, and I was like, "That's fucking sick." He was on like a classical guitar, and he played "Killing in the Name" on Drop D, and I was like, "That's so cool. What is that riff?" And he was like, "Oh, that's a band called Rage Against the Machine. You should check them out." So I went on and I checked them out, and initially I was like, "Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because at the time I didn't really like heavy shit.
Right.
I was more into like classic rock and stuff like that. And I didn't like anything that was like heavier than that, any punk, any kind of metal, anything like that.
Can you imagine me
And-
showing you Architects?
Oh fucking hell! But I listened to Rage Against the Machine, and I was like and then I remember the point where I got back into them is when Jack Black used to do this thing on his Instagram Well, I was really into Tenacious D, and he used to do this thing on his Instagram where he used to take a solo from a song or something, and he used to just fucking mime it with his mouth.
What the fuck?
He used to put like the actual audio of the solo on, and he used to go.
So like with his, so like
fucking mouth.
with his mouth.
Yeah, and it was genius. But you actually heard the solo. So he put. I remember the first one he did was "Killing in the Name" by Rage Against the Machine, and I heard it.
Sorry, I'm just singing.
Sol's losing his shit. You can tell. He's this fucking
How
The
come
first
Jack
one he
Black
did
can
was-
do it.
this close.
Why can Jack Black
The
do
first-
it and can I not?
Cause it's
I can't.
Cause Jack Black's Jack Black, mate. Jack Black is fucking legendary. But he did "Killing in the Name," and I was like, this is really sick. What is this? Oh, it's Rage Against the Machine. I'm gonna revisit them. And I was
Right.
like, oh, this is really cool. So I listened to "Killing in the Name" for fucking like a year. And then my dad was like, oh, I've got this playlist. It's like songs to test out headphones with. And I was like, oh, cool. So I was like looking through the playlist and I was like, oh, Rage Against the Machine. I've only ever listened to "Killing in the Name" by them. Put it on, and it was "Take the Power Back" by Rage Against the Machine. And I put that on and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And then I just listened to that entire album, and then I listened to that entire album exclusively for like 2 months. And then I listened to the rest of their albums, and now they're one of my favourite bands, and they're fucking legendary. But yeah,
great.
it's really weird how the first time I heard them, I was like, this is shit.
I remember.
Don't like
I
this.
remember my best Rage memory was Row last year. I literally because I set up this I put together 3 of the biggest speakers we had, including I think it was a 300 watt bass amp in this tiny room for dance. And it's it's not a typical dance. It's like you put bangers on and everyone's like fucking going at it.
Right.
I set it up, and before the dance came in, I just like wanted to put my own music on just for myself, and I put, well, obviously, like, you know, I put it "Killing in the Name," and that was like, it was blazingly loud. I was fucking yelling, like, "Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me." Incredible. That was.
I remember my last ever night in Barcelona. We played that in rehearsal.
That was so fun. That was
really, really fun. And then you had to go home. It was such a shame, but we had such a good night.
Yeah, but I went to the airport with you.
You did go to the airport.
I woke up at like 4 something.
Yeah.
That's
but basically,
devotion. That's friendship.
Before we go to Alex's number 2, I'm just going to tell one last story about Rage Against the Machine, which isn't my story actually. It's my father's. He recounts that he was in his kind of really shitty car in the 80s, 90s maybe, and he was in Doncaster. And he got pulled over for something. He was probably speeding or like a broken fucking light or something on the car. Got pulled over by the police. And he had "Killing in the Name" by Rage Against the Machine on as loud as he could. And then the police car pulled him over. The policeman came over to the window and he just rolled down the window. And fucking "Killing in the Name" was fucking blasting through the window. I just looked at the policeman like...
What a fucking ledge.
And he's just like, yes.
Dude, that's some legendary
this is-
shit right there. Oh.
Isn't it just? But yeah, fucking legend. But yeah, so your number 2.
My number 2. My number 2 is Still Woozy, the artist, and the song's Goodie Bag. And Still Woozy's like, he's quite like relatively new. I know he just kind of popped up on like YouTube or something a while ago. I think he was doing some music before, but he really got famous 1-2 years ago. And yeah, all of his stuff is like, I don't know, it's fucking really, really random. I just kind of enjoy it. And Goodie Bag is like one of his most like notable songs. So that's the thing that I kind of found on like a Spotify mix.
Oh, they think about you. Prepare magnificent. Joke's on you, well, it's time to come through.
What style is he?
Holy shit, I don't know, I might have to Google that. What the fuck? Like, Still Woozy, hold on. Still Woozy.
Yeah, but what vibe you got?
What vibe? It's just kind of like, it's not R&B and shit, but it's more like, yeah, I guess it's kind of R&B, but it's like clearly done from a bedroom with a bunch of like random instruments like synths, but then it's all kind of remixed together. What fucking YouTube says? I mean,
Oh, is it like? No, but it's like what's he called? That goofy, but like bedroom lo-fi. It's like lo-fi, right?
like similar. Yeah. It's like similar to lo-fi. Yeah. But
Right. Okay.
but yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
No, it's
Well, I just don't remember this guy. Oh man, I'm gonna look it up.
cool.
Is it that guy that Anne listens to, the WDDR,
No.
the Wooders or whatever the fuck his name
No.
is?
No, I don't think
He's
that's
good.
it.
He's good. I'm not dissing him.
Also,
Um,
I'm committing to this look.
It's a look.
This baby look.
You're fucking stunning.
What a stunner!
Um,
Absolute
yeah.
stunner.
While you guys look for that, I'm gonna go to the toilet again. Again, it's just this, man. That's what does it. Is fucking cider. I don't know what it is. Does alcohol just kind of?
How much cider did you have?
This is my second can. Like, I'm not
Why
drunk.
do you pee so much?
What's-
Do you have diabetes? Go check yourself. Do you have like a headache? I'm not joking. That's literally a symptom.
Well, yeah.
So stop. No, it's a symptom. That's what I had. Like I was just drinking and eating a lot and had to go to the bathroom a ton.
Right. Fair enough.
That's
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'm gonna check myself for diabetes.
You should do
Well,
that.
that's
And I'm
that's
gonna be
not
right
how.
back.
That's not how. Okay.
He don't give a fuck. He don't give half a fuck. He's back.
Something around here.
How fucking fast do you pee, man? Do you not even?
I think I just saw it. I think Jack Stauber.
Jack Stal. I might have heard of him. Jack what?
Yes. Wait, let me
Stauber.
just play. Jack Stauber. I'll share my screen.
Alright. What song?
I know Jack Stauber. Of course I know fucking Jack Stauber, man. Yeah, what a legend.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, so what song do you recommend though?
I don't fucking know. Just something random. Just watch one of his videos. It's really sad and strange.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's my I fuck with
They're
that.
just.
I fuck with that. Sad and strange.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
think
good
you know
description.
how sad and strange they are.
I mean-
Yeah, I can kind of.
Like they're
yeah.
deeply emotionally wounding songs.
Oof. I mean, but to be fair,
Like depending on how you take them.
yeah. But
Is
then
it
you
as
watch.
bad as June by Idols?
Yes, a
Is-
lot. Oh, yes, because it's yeah.
But
yeah.
what about like stuff
Have
like
you wait,
Dandelion
Alex?
Hands?
Have you heard June?
Yes, I
No.
have
Have
heard
I?
June. I've
Wait,
heard it.
have I?
Oh.
No, I'm asking Alex. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
June is about Joe Talbot's unborn child not being born.
Holy shit.
It's fucking devastating. One of the lyrics in it is "baby shoes for sale, never worn." Is like something that he repeats over and over again. It's like fucking hell. Like it's just like, oh
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ.
it's
That's intense, dude.
They've never ever played it live.
No, I
They've
get
never
I
played it
understand
live
that.
for good reason. You know.
Yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
like it's not tasteful to fucking do that. Yeah. It'd be rough.
But yeah, to save my ass, we're gonna move on to number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but did
Number
you check
one.
out?
What is your Wait, what? What?
Did you check out Jack Stauber?
Yeah. I've written it down.
Should
I've
we
got
at
it
some
like
point?
saved. Yeah. I've written it down.
Alright,
Got
sick.
notebook.
Okay. Cool.
Uh,
It's just because
Great.
I think. Yeah.
Nice. Fucking. Right.
What is your number one?
Number 1.
Hozier. Fucking yeah. And the song is from his.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a fucking single or it was in his album Wasteland Baby, which is a newer one. His older stuff's good, but it's called Nothing Fucks With My Baby, and I like that shit. Basically, I just like his lyrics. They're good. Because Take Me to Church was a good song and it had an interesting message, but like every other song I've listened to after Take Me to Church was better than Take Me to Church. But only people always know him as the Take Me to Church guy.
Interesting.
His other shit's so much
Can
better.
we talk about how
Very
good
interesting.
Nina Cried Power is such a fucking banger?
Such a fucking banger, and with Mavis Staples as well.
It's the drums are just so well
Ooh.
done.
The drums
They sound
are
so
brilliant.
good.
Dude, that's one of the artists that I can fucking talk about for hours. Dude, Hozier made his own podcast with called the Nina Cried Power podcast.
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at. I don't think that song is on.
This is
on
really
the new
interesting to me.
album.
This is really interesting to me because I've only ever heard "Take Me to Church" by Hozier.
But
I'm
see
one of
that
those people.
Oh,
then
you have
people
to listen.
Yeah, because then people only get one like view because he's a pretty versatile artist, and like while that is one of his songs, he like a lot more of his songs. I don't even know how to describe it. It's rock, but it's not rock. Like it's not like I don't know.
It's soul. It's soul. It's soul.
It's
with
influenced
some
by blues
kind
and
of
jazz
blues
and
influence.
shit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite songs like apart from? I don't.
Well, so yeah, so Nothing Fucks With My Baby is probably the best for me.
Give your heart and soul to charity, 'cause the rest of you, the best of you, honey, belongs to me. Ain't it a gentle song rolling in the graves? Ain't it like thunder under earth, the sound it makes? Ain't it exciting, you the rumble where you live? Ain't you my baby? Ain't you my baby?
Movement. Wasteland Baby was pretty great. So Movement was a really, really good song. And then in his earlier stuff like Arsonist's Lullaby was really, really good. Because just the vocals were just like the layered vocals were fucking intense, and I really, really liked them.
Yeah.
I can't find Nothing Fucks With My Baby.
It's literally
It's not on Spotify.
it's NFWMB. Like he doesn't say the whole name. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the lyrics have like the lyrics are so interesting because he really thinks them through, and it's like I hate the fucking songs like now especially that are just remixes of remixes because there's fucking nothing there.
Okay.
But yeah, that was pretty
Fair
good.
enough.
By the way,
Hmm?
I'm sorry to bring it back to idols, but what was the acronym for this song? NFWB, right?
NFWMB.
MB, right.
Yeah.
So for some reason, that in my head, that translated to the acronym that is most commonly used in relation to an idol song, which is Never Fight a Man with a Perm. It's like NFWAMP.
Never fight.
Because it is quite widely used in like the idols community, and for some reason that acronym popped into my head when you said that. But
Oh
Of course
man.
it did.
Of course, dude. I wrote that shit down. I might have to listen
My
to idols a
favorite-
lot more now.
My favorite song.
please do, because
by
they're fucking
Hozier
amazing.
is Work Song.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good song.
It's such a good, and like I'll tell you why, because at my favorite place of all time, Row, it's like a kind of a summer camp, but
Yeah.
it's not really, it's like hippie camp.
Nice. That sounds sick.
I brought my my 7-string guitar last year,
Right.
and we do like it's not religious camp, but we go to an old chapel,
Mm-hmm.
and and we like there's 2 music chapels, and we do covers, and you get people that play instruments and everyone else sings, you know.
Yeah.
And I brought this guitar, and it's a 7-string guitar. I don't know if you know about 7-string guitars, but they can you can tune them a lot lower. Well,
Right.
A lot lower. You can tune them the same amount of low, but they have a lower string that you can tune lower. I have this tuned almost an octave down from a standard 6-string guitar.
Right.
So I played Work Song, but I played it like really low, and it just basically rumbled the whole chapel. Oof. And imagine this chapel that's kind of dimly lit, and with all like, I think it was probably like 40 something people singing Work Song with this guitar that's just going boom, boom, boom.
Dude,
fucking
that's
haunting, incredible.
that's the fucking
insane.
place to do it. To in a chapel with his lyrics and shit. That's the place to fucking perform a Hozier song. No, I think.
Well, that was super special. Also,
Yeah.
I plugged it into that bass amp that I was talking about before, so it has all of these really low frequencies.
Ooh.
It just sounds so cool.
I think it was just the fact that
anyway,
nothing. The song. Sorry, yeah.
No, go ahead.
All right.
It's your pick.
All right, yeah. Well, the song, that song, NFWMB, I always fucking forget because I just think of it as his full name. There was a lyric, and that was probably the reason why I fell in love with this song, which was, "To Bethlehem it slouched, and then must have caught a good look at you." And it came from, I believe it was a Yeats, like, a Yeats poem that was, like, talking about, I don't know what it was like the second coming of Christ. So, like, I'm a literature nerd, so, like, when they take shit from classical poetry, I'm done. Like, I'm sold. That's it. That's all it takes. You know what I mean?
And he has a lot of, like, as in he's far from religious, and I think he's a kind of outspoken about that. But but he definitely takes a lot, like, as in takes a lot from religious music and a lot from religion in general in his music, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm not religious, but I think religion has created a lot of bad things and a lot of good things.
Sure.
And music being one of the good things.
Very true.
Except for the what's it called? The Westboro Baptist Church covers. Those are fucking hilarious.
I've not seen those actually. Wait, what?
Have you heard them?
I have not.
Look up
I've heard of the one. Which ones?
Go to the website God Hates Fags.
Is it godhatesfags.com?
Yeah. That's their
hell.
website.
Of course it is. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'll guide you. I'm kind of an expert on this site.
That's
God.
concerning. Okay.
Fags. Okay, godhatesfags.com. You go, you have to go to sermons, I think. Well, multimedia, sorry. No, multimedia.
Okay.
And then you go to audio and parodies.
Parodies.
And they have, like, hundreds of parodies. Or maybe 162 parodies.
Holy shit.
They have, like... And they're... Like, they have Panic at the Disco, they have Green Day.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
They have everything. Wait, let me just...
They're complete, but the thing that pisses me off is they're completely taking these songs from artists that are very outspoken about their beliefs, and they're turning them into parodies that are very anti
they have Fall Out Boy.
original beliefs of the song.
Yeah, it's awful. I know, but, like, you kind of have to laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're gonna cry about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
They have Panic at the Disco. Wait a minute, what's the name of it? What's their name for it? Wait a minute. You love sin, what a tragedy, instead of I write sins, not tragedies.
Dude, I've got one here. Fag Marriage, It Can't Be, which is a parody of Stay With Me by Sam Smith.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Jesus fucking Christ, oh my god.
You gotta give it some time to listen through them.
I might do.
It's pretty impressive. They were so bad at Bohemian Tragedy.
Oh man.
They didn't.
Oh fucking hell.
Another one bites the dust remains the title.
Oh my god.
There. Another one bites the dust.
That doesn't sound good. No.
No.
Jesus.
American
Anyway,
Sodomite. Sorry, I have to go on.
We're at about 3 hours now. Not with you, Alex, but with our previous recording. We're at about 3 hours.
Right.
I am going to call it on this one because I'm going to have to go through all of these 3 hours.
Right.
But I would like to, before we finish, I would like to recommend you an artist, which we haven't done before actually, like properly on this podcast. We should maybe start doing that. Recommend, like, listen to everything that they've listed and then go, maybe listen to this artist, which you might have heard, might have not. Sasha introduced me to this guy. It's fucking great. Hobo Johnson, I think.
I love Hobo Johnson, dude. I fucking love.
There you go,
bro.
mate.
Peach Scone was the first thing I heard, but like the rest is typical stories of fucking romp. Peach Scone was the first thing I heard by Hobo Johnson. That was the first.
That's true.
Then DeMarcus something and Ashley. That song was really good, but I forgot the middle guy's name. And then Typical Story was a fucking romp too.
What was the first one that you showed me, Sasha?
I think it was
I'm gonna be alone forever. 15th of
February. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was. It was the first one you sent me, and that's a fucking
sad. February 15th.
Oh my god, I heard that one. Dude,
How sad.
That one fucking hurts.
No, but on YouTube, it's like it's like heavy, right? But like on the recorded version, he says something in the last chorus. He says something different. He says, "I'm gonna be alone forever, and I'm getting used to the thought. And in a couple of years, I'm gonna pay to make it stop." That almost made me cry and gave me a lot of like chills. A minute. Yeah. Sorry.
No, his fucking lyrics are great.
But like, how,
amazing.
Amazing. What a critique on kind of, like, not critique, but like observation on modern like fame and society.
Yeah.
And also, what a depiction of his like
mental state.
Sadness.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, right? Whoa. I'm gonna pay to make it stop.
Fucking A, that's intense.
No. Yeah,
mate.
I like that he doesn't finish the album on that. He does, and he not only makes it worse by playing February 15th and then playing Sorry My Dear, which is basically the same level of sad.
Right.
But just like a bit heavier. It has a more dynamic kind of thing. And then he finishes the album on I Want a Dog, which is such a cute song.
I don't think I heard I Want a Dog.
I don't know if you guys have heard I Want a Dog.
I might have to listen.
You guys have to listen to the follow. Yeah, this is the best. His best album. I think. Like, there's no. Like, I know you for some reason think you like the first one, but trust me, you like the second.
Okay.
You gotta take your word. You gotta take his word for it, soul man.
The second one's just like it's just conceptually it's a better album. It's just better written and it has better like performances. Not performances as in like better, more like technical. I'm just talking about like purely like emotive performances.
Right.
But like songs like February 15th and Sorry My Dear are fucking like hit so hard.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyway, great recommendation. I have a lot of stuff to recommend.
Yeah.
I would request anyone that likes heavier stuff to look up Hungry Lights' cover videos. His full name is Justin Bonnets, I think. And he's in a band called Tala, which also in fact has callback to Mike Portnoy. He has Mike Portnoy's son as the drummer. Max Portnoy. Oof, voice crack. Sorry, I was tracking vocals before this. That band is so fucking crazy. They're about to put an album out, and they don't have anything on Spotify right now, but they used to because they just want to create more hype for their new album. But it's about to come out Tallah, Tallah, and it's one of the bands that actually that Kabir recommended on the podcast.
I remember that, yeah.
And it's so sick.
Second episode, by the way, fucking throwback is what that is.
Right. Great episode, very fun.
Good episode, yeah.
And I gotta say, for the non-heavy fans,
what was
I gotta
third?
say,
I don't know. It was third episode because we had Sunny on the second episode. My bad.
yeah, it's true. I gotta say, go and go. I'm blanking on the name of the artist I'm trying to find. I don't know why I'm blanking on this.
I'm enjoying watching this.
This is
Having a
difficult.
breakdown.
It's a mild, quiet
This
one,
is
you
the
know.
best thing I've seen in fucking months, man.
What the fuck?
What the
Okay,
fuck?
I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, I give up. It's a different artist, but they gotta just go and listen to Enter Shikari's new album because it's fucking great.
Fair enough.
Of course.
No, it's genuinely. No, I'm telling you, it's not like as in it's like there's like it's not heavy at all.
Right.
But it has like all these crazy influences.
Yeah.
Like there's no screaming or anything like that. But yeah, it's really great. Really just fun album. Really like it can get pretty intense. It has an orchestral track that gets really intense.
Holy shit! Wow.
Right. Great. You usually end these episodes.
I'm
on,
gonna.
oh wait, no, I've got okay, I've got this one. I've planned this one. I've wanted to do this. Okay, I got this. So I've got the lyrics to Mr. Motivator up here, and I'm just gonna fucking vibe.
I'm gonna
to Mr.
no. I'm gonna
Motivator.
put them. I'm gonna put it on, and you're gonna sing to what my singing. But I don't know the lyrics, so I'm just gonna try. You're gonna feed off my mumbling.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Woo! Repeat after
Repeat
me.
after me.
Is he gonna say anything? No? Come on. Joe, come on. I am. Hi,
And I intend to
So-
go,
so-
go,
so-
go,
go.
like Conor McGregor
like
with a
I'm
samurai
sure just,
sword on rollerblades.
rollerblades.
Like Vaseline lemon chutney
Like
with
Vaseline
that
on
4
something.
pints
What?
of Gatorade.
Gatorade?
Like Kathleen
Caffeine
Hanna
on a
with bare
thing.
claws grabbing Trump by the pussy.
Bullshit.
Like Delia Smith after 10 Chardonnays.
You're
thinking me a
surprisingly
nice cookie.
coordinated. I do know this. Look,
How
something
do you like them
cliches. Say so, na 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 na. Great melody. Na na na
Seize
na
the
na
day.
na
All
na
hope
na na
handshakes
na
the pricks
na. I don't remember that.
away.
Yeah.
You
No.
can do it.
You can do it. Yeah.
You
do
can
it.
do it.
I don't remember the lyrics to this.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
Woo!
I am something.
Hi,
Something.
and I intend to go, go, go. Like Frida Kahlo painting Arm the Poor.
What the
on
fuck
your
is he on
fuck-off
about?
Wall. Like Tracy Emin in her unmade bed listening to the fall.
You're
Like
surprisingly
Flava
with it.
Flav in the club riding on the back of John Wayne. Like David Attenborough clubbing seal clubbers
bit.
with LeBron James.
Give it like 2 seconds.
How do you like them cliches?
Na 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 na
This is
na
a
na na
all
na
hold
na
hands chase the
na.
pricks away.
Na na na
Let's
na
seize the
na
day.
na na
All
na
hold
na
hands chase the
na
pricks
na.
away.
Na na na
You
na
can
na
do it.
na 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 na
You
na.
can do it.
You can do it. Wait, I started singing it.
You can,
You can do it. Woo!
Woo! It's all about the confidence.
This is what I thought of country with.
You joke how fucking zaggy. 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 You joke how fucking zaggy.
You were exactly in time with that.
He's vibing, man.
And you're headbanging right in time. Na 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 na. How the fuck?
Pricks
Na,
away.
na, 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 na,
Seize
na,
the
na.
day.
We're back out of sync.
All hands,
Na,
it's
na,
pricks
na.
away.
Na, na,
You
na,
can
na.
do it.
You can do it. Yeah, you.
You can
will.
do it.
Okay, that's it. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
You're welcome.
That was the most beautiful thing and
I
terrifying
couldn't
thing I ever
see.
saw.
I couldn't see Alex during that, but I imagine it was fucking scary.
It was mildly frightening, but it's alright. Oh.
That was fun, man.
Also don't forget to check out Alex's podcast The Odyssey Hour, available on Quarantine FM's website, coming soon to other streaming platforms. All links to our socials and the music used in this episode will be in the description. Thank you.